Check 1 2. Check check. Microphone. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check.
There's your crowd. Coming through okay? Okay. Check 1 2. Check check. 1 2 3.
Check 2 3.
Good? All right.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
The Grapevine Mustangs are on Champion Sports Radio. This broadcast of the Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District is sponsored by Classic Chevrolet, First Colleyville Church and Prosperity Bank, Academy Sports and Outdoors, Bottle Cap Alley, Brown Chiropractic, Cryo Nation, and Chip Mercer DDS with Fielder Park Dental. Our network sponsors are Energy Attic, Greenleaf Roofing, Whirly Ball, LivingForZachary.org, Lone Star Gridiron, and the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. Grapevine Mustangs football is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio. You can find us on Twitter at Champion Sports, on Facebook at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio, and of course our website is championsportsradio.com. Good evening and welcome to the 2021 UIL playoffs in Class 5A Division II. My name is Jacob Dedamore. I'm here along with my broadcast partner, Tim Smith, and we are here at Mustang Panther Stadium as the Mustangs get to host their by-district playoff game against the Wichita Falls Coyotes. And as we bring you into the stadium here tonight, Tim, this is what you work for as a coach and as a player all year from the start of spring ball all the way until now. This is the first and primary goal, and that is to get into the playoff tournament to try and win a state championship. Oh, oops, there we go.
Absolutely. When you start that very first day of camp, when you're working out in the spring, your full thought is make it to the playoffs, because once you get into the tournament, anything can happen. So you've gone through the regular season, which to me as a player and a coach was always kind of practice, right? As you get ready for the real season, which starts tonight, and that's the playoffs.
And when you're getting into the playoffs as a coach, it's win or go home now. Okay, every game could be your final game of the season. How does that affect your mentality, both as a coach and even as a player?
Well, that depends. I mean, you have your coaches and players that will sometimes become very conservative when you get to the playoffs. Fear of doing the wrong thing. I'm always a big advocate of being aggressive. Coach Alexander has shown us that he's been aggressive all season, and I expect that tonight. What it really comes down to, though, outside of all that, is your in-game adjustments, because neither team know each other very well. You've had some film study. You've seen the stats on paper. But it's going to come down to who adjusts the best during the game.
The Wichita Falls Coyotes come into the game tonight. They are the 4 seed out of District 3 5A Division 2. They finished with a 3-7 record, finished 2-3 in district play. They were in a 3-way tie with Abilene Wiley and with Canyon Randall for the final 2 playoff spots. Luckily for the Coyotes, the tiebreaker was point differential between those 3 schools, and the Coyotes were one of the 2 teams that got to advance to the playoffs as the point differential went into their favor. They're a team that really struggled early on, but did win 2 of their last 4 games. They beat Abilene Wiley, which was obviously key. They beat Plainview. They lost to the top 2 teams in the district, which pretty much everybody did unless they played each other. So that was nothing unusual. But the big difference is they made a switch at quarterback around week 4 that really kind of helped propel their offense and started making them more successful.
Yes, and looking at the stats, you can clearly tell they are definitely a ground team. They do put it in the air a little bit. But as you mentioned, the new quarterback coming in, he's had 12 touchdown passes this season with 10 interceptions, which is cause for concern. Of course, we don't know if those were early on in the season, but look for them to come in with a strong running attack. They'll spread you out to run the ball, but we've seen Grapevine's defense be able to shut down the run, and it's really going to be Logan tonight, right? Number 50, the nose guard. He's going to have to control that line of scrimmage for them to have success against the run.
All right, we're going to take our first break here on the First Colleyville Church pregame show. When we come back, we are going to hear from the opposing coach, Wichita Falls head coach Grant Freeman on Champion Sports Radio.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet Deliveries.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Follow us on Twitter at Champion Sports, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, or look for us on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Tell us why your team will win this week. Share when your favorite athlete is named Player of the Week, or brag about what your school alumni are up to now. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports, facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. For all the ways you love to play, make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. We've allocated millions to pay top dollar for your trade. Get an instant appraisal with our online Easy Pass. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as the foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. So don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9108 or go online at greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
Welcome back to the First Colleyville Church pregame show. This is Jacob Dedamore, and I'm joined right now by Wichita Falls High School head coach Grant Freeman. Coach, first off, thank you for taking the time out today to talk to me, and let me congratulate you on making the playoffs. In my opinion, that's an accomplishment that should never be overlooked or underestimated at all.
I appreciate that, Jacob. I'm grateful to be talking to you and grateful to be playing with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, that second weekend in November is always a goal to still be playing football, so it's always a fun time when you actually are able to play.
Yeah, with me, last year we were looking for the second weekend in December. So.
Of course. Looking at your squad this year, you were able to finish on Thursday night.
Appreciate it very much, Jacob. Looking forward to it.
That's Wichita Falls head coach Grant Freeman. We will be back with more of the First Colleyville Church pregame show. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This is Josh Brown, owner of CryoNation and Grapevine, and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at CryoNation and Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
Hey North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine, 800 pre-owns, all Classic certified for peace of mind that could mean a lower payment. Trade your car today online with their Easy Pass. They're paying top dollar. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit EnergyAttic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAttic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Welcome back to the First Colleyville Church pregame show. Jacob Dedamore here, and I'm joined by Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander. Coach, first off, congratulations on the district title, winning in dominant fashion on Friday over Wyatt. The accomplishment of winning a district championship is something that should never be overlooked. It should never be taken for granted. It should always be celebrated, and to be able to do it on senior night had to add a little extra specialness to it.
There's no doubt, Jacob. I mean, we talked to the boys about it all week leading up to the game. You know, this is an opportunity to leave a legacy, hang a banner in our weight room, add another gold football to the field house trophy case. And it's a big deal because there's been so many teams come through Grapevine High School in our history, 102 now. And for all the guys that are on Team 102 to say, yes, we checked that box, we won our district, is a big deal, especially in a time when there's not as many dominant programs that just year after year after year like there used to be. You know, I mean, you have all these new schools growing and coming up. And so anytime you can hang a championship banner, it's special. And I was proud of our guys for getting it done.
You know, I think maybe the most surprising thing on Friday was how dominant your defense was against what had been a pretty explosive Wyatt offense. And it really starts up front. I thought your defensive line really just controlled the line of scrimmage and did a lot of good things penetrating. You had 6 sacks in the ball game, just completely shut down their run game. What were your thoughts about those guys up front?
You know, they were dialed in. Coach Handel and our defensive staff, they did a great job preparing our guys all week. You know, it's gold ball season, and when it's gold ball season, I think guys can tend to get a little bit more dialed in, you know, every day in practice. And when you stack those good practices on top of each other, it allows you to play really well, really fast on Friday nights. And they did. They showed up, and we had a little mantra all week in practice, you know, because Wyatt's so good in the screen game, you know, and I kept telling our guys when we were practicing against all these screens that they did, go ahead and be early in practice. If you're getting to the receiver too early in practice, that's fine. That means you're on time on Friday night. So we were pushing them and pushing them and pushing them to see the play and trigger and react. And they didn't have very many yards after catch. And our guys were really, really on top of everything they did offensively.
One of the guys that really stood out to us on Friday, and he's one of your reserves, but he is a senior, but we just thought he played an excellent all-around game when he got on the field, was Caleb Miles, number 38. Talk to us a little bit about what he brings as a player and kind of who he is as a person, because he was really impressive Friday night.
Caleb's a very special person. He is probably the most popular guy in the locker room. You know, we have our captains, and there's a role for captains, and captains sometimes got to be bad cop and all that stuff, and there are leaders, but Caleb's the guy that gets along with everybody. Everybody loves Caleb. Always has a great attitude. Obviously, everybody got to see Friday night his ability, too, and he's a really good football player. You know, he a little bit has the misfortune of playing the same position that one of our team captains plays, in Jackson Yarbrough, who's also our most productive football player week in, week out. But it showed right there the depth that we have at that particular position. We have already worked Caleb in throughout the year on getting him in on almost all special teams. We added another one to his plate this week. He's going to be on our punt block team, trying to make a play there on Thursday night. So, yeah, I mean, he's positioned himself, even as a backup, just to be an inspirational player and a guy that we count on for a lot of things.
On the offensive side of the ball, going forward, it is going to be Colt Mercer at quarterback. It's his job, and he's going to be the guy leading this offense. He played an excellent game on Friday night. Talk to us about how you view things going forward with Colt as a leader, knowing that it is his job now for however long the season lasts.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. It really allows us offensively to kind of really hone in on the things that he does well and get the game plan trimmed up to be tailor-made to his skill sets. And what those are is being great on the read game when the RPOs, it's hitting a lot of the underneath to intermediate things, taking the shots when they're available, and then using his legs at times. You know, we didn't use his legs the other night. We will some this week and moving forward, because it's, like I said, it's gold ball season, and it's time to use every weapon that we have at our disposal to make sure we advance and keep moving forward.
Also, you got to get Victor Delacruz back out on the field on Friday night. He contributed, got a couple of touchdowns. How did he look getting out there for the first time in about a month and a half, and must have felt good to have him back on the field?
It felt really good. He was excited. He's probably not at exactly 100% to where he was when he left, but our goal was to try to get him somewhere between 5 to 10 carries to ease him back in. He did not like that we shut him down at halftime. He was adamant in the locker room that he wanted to tote the pill a few more times second half, but I just told him, I said, you feel good now, and that's great. I said, what we're trying to avoid is for you to not have any setbacks in your progression of coming back. So we didn't want to overwork him. We felt like, you know, I think he got 6 carries on the night, and that was about where we wanted him to be. But he'll be inserted in the offense a little bit more this week on some different packages and things that we're doing. So he's coming along nicely.
You're going to be playing a Wichita Falls squad on Thursday night that on both sides of the ball is pretty multiple in how they do things. When you're trying to attack that as a coach from both sides of the ball, how do you try to strategize trying to attack a team that really does a lot of different things on both sides?
Offensively, it's finding the matchups that we like, and you don't fully know until you get into the game and get in the flow, and you can show them quite a few different formations and looks until you kind of get comfortable with what they're going to give you. So early on in the game, I'm hopeful that we can go down and get some points in the first quarter, but really early on it's going to be more or less us giving them a lot of different looks formationally and seeing how they're going to line up, and then us regrouping and figuring out, okay, so they're doing this. This is how we need to be attacking this for the remainder of the evening. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a chess match, right? And then defensively, goodness gracious, the big challenge is just stopping their quarterback. We only traded the last 3 games, but, have gotten some other info from other people. And apparently about week 4, they made a change at quarterback themselves and put in an athlete back there. And since that point, they played a lot better football and scored more points. And he's good. I mean, he is going to be as talented a athlete as we've seen at quarterback this year. So defensively, we got a big challenge in front of us.
This will be most likely going to be the final game of the season at Mustang Panther. You're getting to host a playoff game in that final home game. Does that add a little extra special side note to this matchup, even though it's a playoff game?
Well, it's always special to host a playoff game, especially around here. It's going to be Thursday night, and I like that for several reasons. Number one, we're the only show in town on Thursday night. We got a lot going on right now. Our volleyball team's in the regional tournament up in Lubbock on Friday. So Friday would have been not a great night to host the playoff game because we have certain groups of people going out to Lubbock. Our basketball team opens up their season Friday night. And so, this is kind of a kickoff to a big weekend for our campus athletically. So it's going to be fun, and then I think you can realistically look at the seniors in the eyes and say, look, this is going to be your last hurrah at Mustang Panther. Let's go out with the bang.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for taking the time, as always, and good luck in that playoff game on Thursday night.
All right. Thanks, Jacob.
That is Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander. We'll be back with more of the First Colleyville Church pregame show. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope.
It's sundown in Texas, and the Mustangs are hurting up.
Student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions,
August, with the steam lash in the air. Practice driving to perfect, pushing to make it there. Our run is lifted, and the sweat is on the brow. Living our commitment, Friday nights show us how. Bam, man, the Mac, Coach Hayes, air attack. His bells and a band sound. Make these sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Pre-game tailgates, Bobby Lou is in the air. Living our dreams through this Mustang DNA we share. Game day clocks and whistles ready at the go. No question about it, cause it's football, you know. Bam, and the Mac, Coach Hayes air attack. There's bells and a band sound. Big these sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders and Billy's in fall. Sunset in Texas, this is Mustang football. Sun's down in Texas, living it up in the fall. The lights are heating up now, this is Mustang
This is Mustang football.
Welcome back to Mustang Panther Stadium as we are getting ready to kick off this bi-district playoff matchup between your Grapevine Mustangs and the Wichita Falls Coyotes. The Coyotes won the coin toss and elected to defer, which means that the Mustangs will be receiving the opening kickoff and will have the ball to start the game. So let's give you the starting lineups for your Grapevine Mustangs. We will start up front with the studs. At left tackle, senior number 53, Drake Beckwith. At left guard, junior number 71, Travis Mason. At center, junior number 73, Cy Owen. At right guard, number 55, senior Dylan Beckwith. And at right tackle, number 74, junior Max Livingston. Your quarterback is junior number 10, Colt Mercer. Your starting outside wide receivers, senior Drew Vye, number 12, and junior Caden Cook, number 7. Your two slot receivers, the leading receiver for the Mustangs, number 4, junior Parker Polk, and at the H-back slash slot position, junior number 18, Hank Miller. And your key player, your impact player on offense tonight is the senior running back, number 3, Caleb Tejada, on the season, 801 yards rushing with 14 touchdowns. He's averaging an even 9.0 yards per carry on the ground this season. So we are getting lined up, ready to go here as the Coyotes are lining up to kick things off. It's going to be number 21, MJ Saldana, to kick things away, and he boots it high and deep, and we are underway in the 2021 playoffs. The kick is caught by C.J. Holmes. He fakes a reverse and goes up the middle to the 20, 25, 30, dragging tacklers and pushing the pile out to about the 32. So a little trickery there on the opening kickoff, faked the reverse, and Holmes had a nice return.
Yeah, and it worked. He found himself one-on-one with just one Coyote over there on the at the top of the field. So really good fake there. I like the aggressiveness that we talked about already on special teams, trying to make something happen.
Colt Mercer, the junior, your starting quarterback on the season, passed for 707 yards, 10 touchdowns to only 1 interception, completing 72% of his passes. He will also, we expect to see him run the ball a little bit tonight. He's got 150 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns this year. Lining up, 1st and 10. Hank Miller goes in motion from the left to the right. Snap back, handoff to Tejada on 1st down. Dances up the middle to the 40-yard line, 41, where it'll be about an 8-yard gain on 1st down for Tejada. They're lining up in that stack wide receiver set on the right with Polk and Caden Cook, and now they go into a more traditional setup on the right side. Snap back, handoff again. Tejada into the open field to midfield, breaking a tackle and pushing the pile forward into Coyote territory down at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 11 yards on a 1st down for Tejada.
Looks very scripted right now. They came out, they motioned the tight end over, which we haven't seen a lot of. They run behind it. They showed the same kind of look and then run to the other side of the field, keeping the defense off their mark for sure.
Traditional 4-wide setup here on 1st and 10. Snap back to Mercer. He's looking to throw this time. He's going to fire it deep down the field. He's got a man wide open. Caught by Caden Cook and into the end zone for a touchdown. Caden Cook didn't have anybody within 10 yards of him. Caught the deep post around the hash mark at about the 15-yard line and just trotted into the end zone for a score less than a minute into the ball game.
Looks like they got caught in a zone, and give it up for Colt Mercer to see that and thread the needle. What a great throw. There was no air on that ball. It was a bullet for a touchdown. Great way to start the game.
Beautiful throw, wide open receiver, hit him in stride, and Caden Cook punches it in. The Mustangs are on the board. J.D. Rice will line up for the extra point. The snap is down. It's a low snap, but a nice job by Drew Vye to corral it, and J.D. Rice punches it through to make it 7-0 with 11:04 to go here in the 1st quarter. So now we were going to see the Mustang defense come out after that score less than a minute into the ball game. Here's how the Mustang defense will line up tonight. Your 2 defensive ends are going to be junior number 48, Tristan Sneed. Your senior number 41, Aiden Cassidy, will be your other defensive end. At nose tackle, the big man, number 50, Josh Logan, the senior, who's really been pushing the pile week in, week out. At middle linebacker, number 11, junior Latham Way. And at the will linebacker spot, sophomore number 19, Leighton Towery. In the secondary, you have the Sam linebacker, I should say, is number 33, the junior Tyler Mears. In the secondary, at one corner, number 29, Savion Shockley. At the other will be number 21, Adrian White, both seniors. Senior Cameron Wagner, number 6, is your rover, and Bandit. The Bandit position is manned by junior number 27, Drew Nelson. And our impact player on defense tonight is the senior, number 20, one of the captains, Jackson Yarbrough this season. 6 tackles for a loss. He's broken up 5 passes. He's got 2 sacks and a pick this season. The kickoff that time was mishit. It looks like by J.D. Rice as it spun sideways and went out of bounds at about the 20. So that means that the Coyotes will start their first possession on the 30-yard line.
Extremely uncharacteristic of J.D. Rice in this kickoff team.
Very much.
Early mistake, not an issue. Sure, looked like it just came off the side of his foot, but now the Coyotes in good field position to start their drive.
Bryson Villalpando, number 4, the senior, is the starting quarterback on the year. He moved there from wide receiver about week 4. He's got 1,058 yards passing, completing just under 56% of his passes, 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, but he is a danger with his legs. Snap back, and it's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Not much there, about 2 yards on first down as I think that was number 27, Drew Nelson, who hit him first. Only about a 2-yard gain for Villalpando. On the ground this year, Villalpando, 956 yards rushing, averaging 6.7 a carry, 4 100-yard games, and 13 touchdowns on the ground.
Very disciplined by the Grapevine defense. They don't send everybody out to that group of receivers anticipating the quarterback draw.
Straight up 4 wide set this time with actually an empty backfield set with the running back up near the line of scrimmage. Snap back, straight draw around the right side up to the 35. Nice run, nice blocking that time as he got all the way out to the 39-yard line for a gain of 7, setting up a 3rd and a yard. That time, no real trickery that time. They just went straight ahead and blocked it well.
They did, and it didn't look like it was going to go far, but he's got a burst, right? He's got a burst, and he was able to put his foot in the ground and get upfield pretty quick.
Empty set again here on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Receiver in motion, snap back, fake on a handoff on a jet sweep, and up the middle goes Villalpando. Not much, but it's enough for the first down, as he got across the 40 to the 41 for a gain of 2 yards.
We've seen all season it's really tough to run against Grapevine with any sort of consistency, especially from the quarterback position. So pretty soon the Coyotes are going to have to throw in some other stuff here.
The other man we expect to see a lot of on offense is number 13, Cameron Gould. He's the starting running back and linebacker. He's got 455 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. He gets the handoff here on first down and only gets about a yard before he gets smacked that time by Leighton Towery as well as number 11, Latham Way, the 2 linebackers filling that hole nicely.
And these 2 linebackers, we talked about Josh Logan at the top of the game, but the 2 linebackers right now are controlling things from the run. They're being very disciplined in the box, and the offensive line's not getting up to them.
2nd and 9 at the 42 for the Coyotes. This time Gould goes in motion to the right, empty backfield. Villalpando gets flushed. Now he's looking to throw over the middle and just out of the reach of his wide receiver, number 3, DeJuan Pondo, the senior. He is out of the right slot. Pondo this year, one of the 5 different players who have about the same number of catches and yards. He also is tied for the team lead with 3 touchdowns. Pondo, 26 catches for 356 yards, but that one just out of his reach. Sets up 3rd and 9.
Out of his reach, and why? It was the Josh Logan effect. One-handed, drove the center right back into the quarterback's face. Bryce had to get out to that left side, get off his mark, inaccurate throw.
3rd and long now for the Coyotes. They're going to go with a traditional 4-wide set here, 2 to each side. Snap back to Villalpando. He's dropping back. Now he's rolling to his right to get away from pressure. Fires it deep down the field. The pass is going to be... Is it caught? Incomplete. Not able to hold on that time. It is incomplete. Coming up trying to act like he picked it was Drew Nelson, but the referee said that the ball hit the ground. As that time he was trying to get the ball to, I believe it was Pondo. Yes, it was. It was number 3, DeJuan Pondo. It was not a bad throw at all by Villalpando, right over the top of the defender, but the ball got there right about the time Nelson did, and Nelson did a good job jarring it loose.
Yeah, he had the receiver open. The ball was in the air a little bit too long. Once again, Josh Logan with that pressure up the middle is making it tough.
Punt is away here. Polk back to catch it. Catches it about the 12. Makes one man miss up to the 15, the 20, and then knocked out of bounds. Nice job. About a 10-yard return for Parker Polk to get it outside the 20 for the next offensive possession for the Mustangs.
Mr. Everything for the Mustangs. We've seen that all season. And he's not going to make a mistake catching the ball. He's got two people right in his face and still able to get upfield. The quickness to be able to get that corner and get up the field for a few yards.
So the Mustangs already up 7-0, 8:48 to go in the first quarter. They start this next possession after forcing a punt from their own 22-yard line. They're going to go with a 2 wide receiver stack set to the right, single receiver left. Snap back, hand off to Tejada, goes around the right side, up to the 25, and a nice open field tackle right there by one of the Coyote defenders. That was number 24 for Wichita Falls. That is Ivy Kelly, the sophomore free safety, who came up and made the stop, 2nd and 8. Mustangs running tempo. Snap back again. Tejada gets it up to the 25, the 30, driving into for a first down out to about the 34. Good blocking on the right side that time. Really pushed the pile, sealed the edge, and got all the way out to the 34 for a 10-yard gain.
Staying in this formation with the extra blocker, which is the tight end in the back, they're really just moving that line of scrimmage forward.
Snap back on first down. Again, Tejada up the middle to the 40, getting out of an arm tackle and almost gets a first down. It's going to get out to the 42-yard line, 43. Let's see where they mark it, 42.5. So we'll say it's a gain of 9. It's going to be a 2nd and a long 1.
Beckwith comes around from the right guard position, comes around and opens up a huge hole for Tejada.
2nd and a long 1. Snap back, play action. Mercer looking to throw. He's going to fire it deep up the sideline. Going for Cook, and the pass is a little high and wide. Cook tried to go up and get it, but I don't think he'd have been able to get his feet down even if he caught it. And that's going to set up 3rd and 1. But that's a good place to take a shot.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad throw. It's outside. Only his receiver can get it. And really a great effort there. He almost came down with the ball one-handed with the feet in. Tremendous effort.
The 3rd down now for the Mustangs. It's about the 42.5-yard line. So, again, it's about 1.5 yards needed for the first down here for the Coyotes. For the Mustangs. Snap back. Handoff up the middle to Tejada. He's going to get the first down up to the 45. Dancing past midfield and into Wichita Falls territory. Just a nice patient run there, just picking his way through the line. Ends up getting about 9.5 yards to the 48-yard line of Wichita Falls and a first down.
And we have a quick substitution now with the running back.
Snap back, and it's going to be Victor Delacruz who's going to get this one, and he gets brought down, and we have a flag down. And actually, this play may not end up counting as the referee came in. May have stopped this play. We'll see if this is a pre-snap penalty or is only a 1-yard carry by Victor Delacruz as he got tripped up as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the flag is.
Now we have a line shift for the Mustangs.
Yep. C.J. Holmes checks in for wide receiver. So initially they thought it was a substitution foul, and apparently that was not the case.
Okay.
The referee, I think the referees didn't allow Wichita Falls to substitute, so no play, and it's going to be 1st and 10 again from the Coyote 48-yard line. Shotgun snap back. Hand off to Delacruz, going around the left side to the 45, down to about the 44. See where they mark him down. They're going to mark him down just inside the 45, so it'll be a 3-yard gain for Victor Delacruz going off the left side that time.
This is how impactful this run game is. I'm watching the Coyotes defense. The player over the slot receiver is playing so far inside. I'm expecting an outside route to come pretty soon from the slot receiver.
2nd and 7 now. 3 receivers to the right. It's going to be a little swing pass to C.J. Holmes. Makes a man miss to the 45, to the 40, and to about the 39. Little bubble screen. It was read well by the Coyotes, but C.J. Holmes just made a man miss behind the line and got a nice gain of about 6 yards, setting up 3rd and 1.
C.J. makes a man miss, and then Drew Vine, number 12, comes up with a big block to spring him for a few extra yards.
3rd and short now for the Mustangs. Victor Delacruz still in it, tailback on this play. Parker Polk out wide, Drew Vi out on the other side as they go 2 tight end set here. Snap back, hand off to Delacruz going over the 40, and he's going to get the first down. Delacruz runs very strong for a kid his size, and that's why he's kind of a short yardage goal line option for Grapevine. He does the job there. Only gets about 2 yards, but that's all he needed. Well, they're going to give him 3 to the 37, but he only needed 1, and they moved the chains.
And he'll surprise you. Let him squeak through that line to get up to the secondary. It's a bad day for the secondary. He'll get up there. But, yeah, you're right. He's got great vision, and he's picking his holes to get the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Two receivers left, single receiver right. Mercer looking to throw. Now he's going to roll to his right after getting flushed, and he's just going to throw this one away. Good coverage that time by the Coyote defense, and then the pressure came up the middle and forced Mercer to get out of the pocket.
Yeah, unfortunately, this has got to be a pre-snap read. They just did what we talked about. They have Parker Polk in the slot at the top. He runs the outside route. He's all by himself. Colt never looks over there, gets pressure, has to roll to his right. You definitely need to look at that and come back to it. 24 is much too far inside on that slot receiver.
Just over midway through the first quarter, 5:45 left to go. 7-0 Grapevine. Trips left, no receivers to the right. Snap back to Mercer. He's looking. Now he's just going to tuck it and go inside the 40. 35 makes a man miss. Inside the 30. Great run by Mercer with a nice little spin move to dodge a defender from Wichita Falls just past the line of scrimmage, and he gets all the way down to the 28-yard line, a 9-yard gain.
Oh, he certainly brings that to the table. We didn't see it last week. He didn't need it.
Nope.
But wow, that was really nice. You know, I like that he's not forcing the ball. He's being smart. Take the yards that they give you.
His read wasn't open. The middle of the field opened up, so he just took off. So yeah, 3rd and 1 at the 28-yard line. Again, a 2 tight end set. Snap back, hand off to Delacruz. He's going to have the first down inside the 25, down to the 24 for a gain of 4 yards.
They're just taking their time, being very methodical right now. No reason to do anything else than that. As long as they can continue to run for 4 or 5 yards a carry, why not?
Yeah, they're staying in this 2 tight end set with Hank Miller and Roman Hogan in as tight ends. Snap back, play action this time. Blitz coming. Mercer gets the ball away, and it's dropped. The pass was open. That was number 18, Hank Miller, who went out in the pattern on a little easy out route, and the pass was open. It was an accurate throw, but Hank Miller just dropped it as he turned to look upfield.
Yeah, and unfortunate. What you've done with this run game now is you forced Wichita to come into a man defense. They've got an extra man down in the box, so the tight end is going to be open. We got to connect on those plays, and I'm sure they will moving forward.
2nd and 10 now, really on the first, I guess you could say almost the first mistake of the ball game for Grapevine. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, and now we're going to have a false start as the official on the line judge on the far side said somebody moved. So we're going to back it up 5 yards to the 29-yard line and make it 2nd and 15. Now, Now Caleb Tejada checks back in at tailback for Victor Delacruz. 2nd and 15 now. Snap back, Tejada goes out. They pass over the hash mark. This time, they went right. I like that. They went right back to Hank Miller after the drop. It wasn't a big gain, but he made the catch and got the ball down to about the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and now we have a injured player down for Wichita Falls. So we'll take this break with them. 4:41 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Grapevine. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hey, North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
Hey folks, it's Dorian Menace, General Sales Manager of Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine, Texas. We know you like things easy. That's why we created the Classic Chevrolet Easy Pass. Save time online and purchase with Easy Pass. It's easy. Find your vehicle, value your trade, set your terms, and even get approved for financing. Relax. Enjoy the difference with the Easy Pass.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
With approved credit, find new roads.
Lupe Anguiano, the outside linebacker, number 8, the junior, was the injured player for the Coyotes, and thankfully he's coming off the field under his own power as the trainers attended to him. But after he checks out, now it's 3rd and long for the Mustangs. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the Wichita Falls 25-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Shotgun snap back to Mercer, looking to throw. He's looking, now he's getting flushed, and now he's just going to take off and tuck and run. Inside the 20, down to about the 16. Tries to break a tackle, but a nice job of getting him getting stood up by number 13 that time, Cameron Gould, the starting running back and linebacker, and he just kind of stoned Mercer at the 15, but he got 10 yards to set up a 4th and short, and I think the Mustangs are going to go.
They sure are. What toughness by Colt Mercer there, right? It's playoffs. He knows it's playoffs, and he's just going to do anything he can to move his team ahead. I love the toughness. Go ahead.
Now
Do what you got to do.
Give Gould credit for just sticking him right
He
there
did.
at the 15.
He
Fourth
did.
and a yard. Snap back. Hand off to Delacruz. He's going to have the first down inside the 10, down near the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 7-yard line. That was easy pickings that time for the Mustangs as they just opened up a hole right up the middle, and Delacruz got 8 yards down to the 7 to set up first and goal.
I don't know if there's too many defenses out there that are going to be able to stop them from getting a 4th and 1.
First and goal now for the Mustangs. Heavy set formation. Hand off to Delacruz. Delacruz the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. They just opened a hole off left tackle, sealed off the blockers, and Delacruz went in almost untouched, and the Mustangs are up 2 scores.
Yeah, it's nice to see Delacruz get rewarded for all the tough runs he had throughout that drive, and we know he's no stranger to the end zone. Gotta love it for him.
So the Mustangs have scored touchdowns on their first 2 drives of the ball game, and they lead this game 13-0. J.D. Rice on for the extra point. Nice job by Drew Vi last time on the hold as the snap came in low. This one's a good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and kick is good. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs lead the Coyotes 14-0. You're listening to Grapevine Football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
The kickoff from Hayden Rhodes is muffed by the Coyotes down at the 15, and all they can do is just fall on it to prevent disaster. So Hayden Rhodes boots a high hanger, and Wichita Falls can't handle it.
Yeah,
so they'll start at their own 15.
They'll talk about that on the sidelines. You had an up man coming back to try to catch the ball, and the deep man was coming up to catch the ball, and the two of them ran into each other. They'll get that fixed.
So the Coyotes now trail 14-0 as Grapevine has scored on each of their first 2 possessions. They're going to come out with a trips left formation overload with no one on the right side. Snap back, and it's going to be a quarterback draw by Villalpando off that right side out over the 20 to the 22, 23-yard line. Nice looking play right there. They ran to the weak side of the formation, and all they had to do was seal off one guy to get a nice gain.
Yeah, he shows that he's going to hand the ball off going left. I don't think that was a read at all. I think that was a pure quarterback run play, but they show run left, and then he takes off right.
2nd and 3 out at the 22. Snap back. It's going to be another fake and up the middle by Villalpando. He's got the first down out past the 30 to the 32-yard line, a 10-yard run. That time they faked the jet sweep to number 5, Ty Willie, and then so it treats it like a zone read play, and he just took off up the middle after the fake handoff.
Yeah, and you wonder if the Grapevine defense might start to squeeze in a little bit on some of these fakes, and then there might not be a fake. So you got to be careful with that. Still play discipline.
1st and 10 at the 32. Snap back to Villalpando. He's going to fire it. No, he's got a wide open receiver to midfield, to the 40, 35, 30, and knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line as Cameron Wagner was able to finally get to Ty Willie and knock him out of bounds officially at the 23-yard line. A fantastic design play as Ty Willie came in motion and then just turned up the field like a wheel route, and nobody went with him.
They faked the outside wide receiver screen. Receiver was screaming for the ball. He was never going to get it.
Quarterback draw on first down inside the 20 down to the 15 by Villalpando. They're going to give him the 14 on forward progress, so a gain of 9. That was 45 yards on the catch and run by Ty Willie.
And now Grapevine, they said they were going to focus in on shutting down this offense. Now the offense is starting to get going a little bit.
2nd and 1. It's a swing pass to the running back, Gould, and he drops it. Now he had 2 Grapevine defenders closing on him that time as Aiden Cassidy, number 40, check that. It was Garrett Gardner, number 42, was one of the defenders closing, as well as, I believe, number 21, Adrian White. So he would have had to make somebody miss, but the pass was just flat dropped by Gould that time.
Yeah, it's tough when you're doing a little flat route to the right and you have to turn all the way around to catch the ball because it's behind you. Quarterback knows that was on him. He'll have to correct that.
Jumbo formation on 3rd and 1, straight quarterback draw, and it's going to be a first down for Villalpando. He didn't get much, but he got enough. Grapevine stood him up, but he got a yard past the sticks for a gain of 2. That's going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Mustang 12 with 2:07 to go here in the first quarter.
They certainly know who they are, don't they? I mean, they are not going to vary from that. They're going to lean on that quarterback run game. Grapevine did a good job the first 2 series. See if they can clamp down here.
The Coyotes stay in that heavy formation with one receiver out to the right side by himself here on this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap back, and quarterback draw to Villalpando, and wow, what a tackle that time. Josh Logan grabbed a hold of the jersey of Bryson Villalpando from behind, and it was almost like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Get over here! And just pulled him back and slung him to the ground. It's a gain of maybe a yard. In fact, they're going to say no gain.
Sometimes I just watch Josh Logan play, and I think he's just a man among boys.
Wow.
Wow is right. You can tell he's been in the gym.
Yep, Josh Logan listed at 6'1", 265. Man, what a tackle right there. 2nd and 10. Snap back, handoff to Gould this time up the middle. Gets about 2 yards down to the 10 before he's brought down as he ran into number 11, Latham Way, who met him in the hole.
He met him in the hole, and then he held on.
Yeah.
I mean, good job to hold on. He took the brunt of that hit, but great tackle at the line of scrimmage.
So a 2-yard gain to the 10 sets up a 3rd and 8. Traditional 4-wide set here on this 3rd down. Villalpando now looks to the sideline for a different set of signals. Gould is offset to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun snap back, and now we have the officials stopping, and Grapevine decided to call a timeout on defense to make sure that they in the package they wanted. We'll take it with them. 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Grapevine. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball, let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or...
We're back quickly here on 3rd and 10. 8 from the 10. Villalpando takes the snap. Now he's getting flushed, rolling to his right, and he gets dropped. Leighton Towery makes the sack. Villalpando was dancing around trying to find a place to escape. Danced left, then went back right, and Leighton Towery got a hold of the ankles and dropped him down all the way back at the 24-yard line.
Great pursuit by Leighton Towery. That's what we call a coverage sack. There was great coverage on the back end, which was an issue to get him down here with the motion wheel route. But, man, that's a great job by Leighton Towery to stay home and be able to make that tackle.
And that's going to be the last play here of the first quarter. The Mustangs lead the Wichita Falls Coyotes by a score of 14-0 in this by-district playoff game in 5A Division II. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hey, Mustang fans, have you been meaning to get to the dentist and it just keeps getting pushed back to the list for tomorrow? Well, today, let me introduce you to Dr. Chip Mercer, Fielder Park Dental, where they're creating and restoring beautiful smiles. They're a full-service dental office that provides everything from your basic dental cleanings to more advanced care like implants and Invisalign orthodontics. Online at fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817 for an appointment. Conveniently located in North Arlington, Dr. Mercer's a proud Mustang dad. fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. For all the ways you love to play, make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
4th down and long, and they're going to go for it. It's going to be a halfback pass by Gould, and the pass is intercepted. So Drew Nelson's going to get credit for the pick. He probably would have been better served just to knock that thing out of bounds from a field position perspective, but still, great read on the ball by Nelson. He goes up and makes the interception on 4th and forever. I think the Coyotes had to go for it because I don't think their kicker, MJ Saldana, has the range. He's only 3 of 5 on field goals, as long as 28 yards. I think that sack knocked him out of any shot, so they just decided to go for it. And on 4th down, they pitch it to Cameron Gould and do a halfback pass, and Grapevine was ready.
Yeah, and that's a play that's been successful for them throughout the season. When we look at the stats, he's got quite a bit of passing yards. So credit to Grapevine for being prepared. Knock the ball down next time.
First attempt for Grapevine on their own 6 after the pick. Handoff up the middle to Tejada, dancing around out past the 10 to the 11 for a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Tejada's trying to get loose. He's looking for that seam. He's got those quick ankles.
Yeah, that's one of those they'll probably tell Drew Nelson, hey, you made a great play. Next time, just slap the ball out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Snap back, handoff again to Tejada. Up the middle again, now past the 15 to 20, and almost was an ankle tackle away of getting into the open field, but it's a gain of 9 and a 1st down nonetheless.
You get the feeling he's just inches away from breaking a huge run. Tap, tap, tap until it breaks.
1st and 10 now for the Mustangs at the 20. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Tejada still in the backfield. Roman Hogan goes in motion. It's going to be a little swing pass out to Sammy Kelly, out to the 30, and it's going to be a 1st down. Just a nice little wide receiver bubble screen to the near side of the field. Sammy Kelly, good blocking. He just dances his way out to the 31-yard line for a gain of 11.
No, I love that. They have 7 in the box, so when you're getting yards on the perimeter, that's where the easy yards are going to come.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they continue to move the ball. Snap back handoff up the middle. Tejada dances his way through the line, out past the 35 to the 36 for a gain of 5. He is so tough to bring down because his feet are so quick. He has got a lot of shimmy and shake to his game, he's a strong runner for a kid his size, but he's also so quick that he can get his way through the smallest of holes extremely fast.
He really does, and he gets in behind that big offensive line. It might be hard to see him.
2nd and 5, play action, pass over the middle, caught, 45, 50, Parker Polk into the open field, and he is gone. See ya, touchdown, Grapevine.
Can't teach speed.
64 yards. It was just a simple RPO play. You fake the handoff, you pull the ball out and fire a quick slant over the middle. Polk caught it and just outran the defense into the end zone.
And that's what the run game will do for you. It'll open up all these other options. What a great throw. Colt Mercer, he's been on point the entire game when it does come to throw the ball. And then Parker Polk, you have no chance if he gets in the open.
Yep,
no chance of catching him.
If he's even, he's leaving. And that's what happened that time. He caught the pass, was even with the defenders, and they had no shot. 64 yards on the catch and run. Snap is down on the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good for J.D. Rice. 10-14 to go in the first half. It's 21-0 Grapevine. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This is Josh Brown, owner of CryoNation in Grapevine and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at CryoNation in Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
J.D. Rice kicks this one high, caught at the 10, up to the 15, 20, 25, and almost breaking through is the return man that time. It was number 20, Ty Wright, the running back and linebacker, as he was about an ankle tackle away from breaking that one big.
Huge tackle by Dylan Holdenberger. He was holding on for dear life and would not let go of that ankle.
Nice return that time out to the 29-yard line, a 19-yard return. It was a high hanger from J.D. Rice, a good hang time, but caught at about the 10. And nice solid field position here for the Coyotes as they need to get something going offensively as they're down 21-0. They're going to come out in an empty set. Running back goes in motion from the right to the left. Snap back. Looking to throw is Villalpando, not finding anything. Now he's dancing, trying to find his way through. He's going to get a couple of yards. As you can see those quick feet he has. He has got some quickness and some shake in his game as well. And he was able to get past a couple of defenders initially, out for a gain of 3 to the 32.
I'm going to tell you what, though. He's not comfortable. When you look at the little nuances, at the snap of the ball even, he was already taking a few steps backwards. You can tell the nerves are starting to get to him a little bit because this D-line is wrecking havoc in the backfield.
2nd and 7, traditional 4-wide set here for the Coyotes. Snap is over the head of Villalpando. He picks it up, and now he's just trying to find something to get away, and he's not going to do it. As that time coming in to make the sack was number 48, Tristan Sneed, who was the first man to get to him and brought him down. That's just a bad snap that time. It went high and wide to the right side of Villalpando.
Yeah, once again, it's the Josh Logan effect. He has such a tremendous effect on the centers that he plays every single week. That's what caused that bad snap right there, was him being able to dominate his man.
Loss is all the way back to the 23-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd and 16. Snap back, Villalpando faking the screen. Now he's going to fire one out, and that pass is caught. Oh, wow, nice grab that time by number 5, Ty Willie, the senior wide receiver, who goes up between two Grapevine defenders and high points that ball and brings it down at the 40-yard line for a first down.
That's a heck of a catch, because I really thought that was about to either be picked or he was going to take a massive hit, and the ball just went between two defenders.
Yeah.
What a great catch.
That was a fantastic catch, and Wichita Falls needed that. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Empty set. Snap back. Villalpando looking, not finding anybody. Now he's rolling to his right, and he's just going to throw this one up the field, and it's caught. Nice read and throw that time by Villalpando, as he was able to find his wide receiver, number 6, the junior Jacob Justice, who on the scramble play just took off up the sideline and got behind Adrian White, number 21, for a gain of 24 yards and a first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out something on that D-line now. Josh Logan is getting triple teamed.
Shotgun snap, handoff to Gould, the running back, on a jet sweep action out of the empty set. But a nice job stringing that play out by the Grapevine defense, as he got chopped down after only a gain of a yard at the 35. I believe that was Latham Way who made the tackle.
Great job. And again, I'm watching Josh Logan. I know we spotlight him a lot. He was double teamed, then triple teamed, double teamed on the last play. So someone else on the D-line is going to have to break through.
Traditional 4-wide set here on 2nd and 9 for the Coyotes. They're at the Grapevine 35-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Snap back to Villalpando. He's looking to throw. He's stepping up in the pocket. Now he gets rid of it and overshoots his wide receiver. He kind of stepped up into the pocket when I don't think he really needed to, and so his feet weren't set when he threw, and the pass just went over the head of his intended wide receiver, Jacob Justice.
Well, and Grapevine did a good job of this last week. They disguise their covers. They come out, they show cover 1. In the middle of the cadence, they get back into a cover 2 look. It confuses the quarterback, and then he feels pressure that isn't there. He's seeing a little bit of ghost maybe.
That's going to make it 3rd and 9 now for the Coyotes. They're going to go tripped right, single receiver left. Gould in the backfield. Snap back to Villalpando. He steps up. Now he's going to roll to his right as the pressure comes in. And now he's just trying to find a way to escape. And he actually does. Over to the left side. He's got room to run. Inside the 30. Down to the 25. He'll have the first down, but we've got 2 flags down on the play. And this could be coming back for a hold. A lot of times you see that when a quarterback starts to scramble and just try to get away, an offensive lineman gets put in a bad position that maybe he wasn't initially, and he grabs a guy trying to pull away to go chase the quarterback.
Absolutely. It's hard with those scramble plays. The O-line wants to stay engaged, but sometimes you just got to let your guy go. I tell you what, Grapevine might want to start thinking about some delay blitzes for the 3rd play in a row.
What we have is actually a personal foul. It looks like, I think, a chop block, I think is what they called. So it just must have been on the backside of the play as they were trying to get their quarterback some room to run,
right.
And somebody had an illegal chop block, so it's even worse. It's a personal foul of 15 yards back to the 45-yard line.
The center and both guards are now blocking Josh Logan on almost every single play. It's time to start bringing some backers through those gaps.
So now it's 3rd and 20 after the play. Snap back to Villalpando. He gets pressured immediately, steps up, and now he's again just trying to escape. He's got so much quickness, he's able to, and now finally gets sacked and gets rid of the ball. Is that going to be an incompletion? Did he get rid of it before he went to the ground?
Wow.
Let's see what they're going to call. I think they're going to say... I still haven't seen a signal yet from the official. They're discussing it around midfield. I think the referee is signaling that he got rid of that ball before he went to the ground.
Was there a receiver in the area? That's my question.
That's the question. He was in the pocket. And he just kind of flipped it forward to avoid a sack. Let's see what the call here is. Oh, so we actually had a penalty downfield. I didn't see the flag as I was trying to keep up with what was going on in the backfield. Grapevine got flagged for a defensive hold downfield. I believe I heard number 13 called out. That's Mishak and Goy. He got called for a downfield hold, so a big break here for Wichita Falls, as that 10-yard penalty will give them an automatic first down.
Yeah, really unfortunate. You had them in a bind, and now they get to start all over with a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now at the 35-yard line after the penalty. Receiver coming in motion out of the right slot. Snap back. Fake on the handoff. Now they do hand it off to Gould. They fake the jet sweep and then hand it off up the middle to Cameron Gould. He gets about 2 yards, but I think a flag. A flag came in right around where the tackle happened. And it's going to be a face mask against Grapevine, a personal foul. So tack 15 yards onto the run. Grapevine defense commits a couple of penalties here to advance the drive for Wichita Falls. This penalty is going to move it down to the 18-yard line.
25 yards in penalties in 2 consecutive plays.
Yep.
Coach Alexander's not going to be happy about that. Got to get that cleaned up immediately.
That's, on defense especially, that's been an issue at times for Grapevine this season. They'll have a drive or two a game where they just, they'll commit a couple of penalties and just help the other team out. 1st and 10 at the 18, heavy set with a single wide receiver. Quarterback run to the left side and brought down. It's going to be a big face mask, as that time the quarterback, Villalpando, I saw it, just got pulled down by the face mask as he went around the left end. So this is going to make it half the distance to the goal. Can't have that.
No, it's just lack of discipline on the defensive side of the ball right now. You're letting them walk right down into the red zone.
And unfortunately, Villalpando is now down on the turf, as that face mask, as he went down very awkwardly on that, got pulled down as his whole body kind of lunged forward, and he went right to the ground. And he is being treated.
And based on what we know, if he can't come back in the game, hope he does, but if he couldn't, that could be devastating to the Coyotes.
It very well could. Your backup quarterback is probably number 2, Logan McAllister, who was, I believe, started the season as the quarterback and then moved out to wide receiver. Let's go ahead and take a break as they attend to Mr. Villalpando, and hopefully he's okay. 6:19 to go in the first half. 21-0 Grapevine. You're listening to Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. We've allocated millions to pay top dollar for your trade. Get an instant appraisal with our online Easy Pass. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
After the timeout, John Ledesma checked in at quarterback. He's going to take it up the middle for a draw. First and goal from about the 8-yard line. He gets about 2 yards on first down. Thankfully, Bryson Villalpando came off the field under his own power with his helmet off. We'll see if he's going to be okay and exactly what the situation is with him, but he did come off under his own power. Second and goal now at the 6-yard line for the Coyotes. Receiver coming in motion out of the left slot. Snap back play. No, it's a handoff to Gould up the middle. He almost fell down, but regained his footing and shot between left guard and left tackle. Got inside the 5, down to the 2 for a gain of 4.
Yeah, they had a little bit of struggle with the handoff there for sure with the exchange, and which I think caused him to stumble, but he was able to really push forward that line. And gosh, they're at the 2-yard line now. Defense has to make a stand.
Checking in this time is number 14, Eduardo Robles. And I believe he's going to come in for a snap at quarterback here. That is nope, he just checked in at tight end. Check that. Snap back, up the middle quarterback draw, inside the 5, but stopped short is Ledesma. He gets to the 1 and then gets stood up by the Grapevine defense. I believe that was Drew Nelson in on the tackle that time as he came up from his safety position, his bandit spot. And that's going to make it 4th and goal from the 1.
A lot of big boys down there on the goal line right now.
Snap back to Ledesma. He's going again over the left side, and he's going to be stopped short. The senior, number 42, Garrett Gardner, got him around the top of the shoulder pad, didn't grab the helmet, grabbed him by the back of the neck, basically, and pulled him down from the side to force the stop.
It was a great play. He came around the edge and was able to grab him up like a bear and throw him onto the ground. He was just within the 1-yard line from scoring. Certainly doesn't have the quick feet.
So, he definitely doesn't have the feet of Bryson Villalpando, but, man, give credit to the Grapevine defensive front as they stood tall there on that goal line stand, stopping Ledesma on 3rd down and 4th down at the 1-yard line, and they take over. A little over 99 yards away from the end zone, 4:26 to go here in the first half. Shotgun snap back. It's going to be a handoff. And that was, trying to see if it was a 3 or 5. That was Tejada who took the handoff. Got out to about the 4-yard line. Gain of 3 on first down. Sets up 2nd and 7. Last time the Mustangs had the ball, they went 94 yards for the touchdown. Handoff to Tejada again. He's going to get out over the 10. We'll see if he may be just short of a first down. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short as he gets a gain of officially 6 yards to the 10-yard line.
Grapevine showing us their own version of thunder and lightning tonight. Now here comes the Thunder and Victor Dela Cruz on a short yardage situation.
It's interesting calling a guy Thunder who weighs 170 pounds. But he is more of the between the tackles kind of power guy. 3rd and 1 here, and he'll get the ball, and he's going to get stopped. Great job that time by the defense of Wichita Falls as stepping in to make the tackle that time. Trying to get a number. That was number 50 for them. Abraham Garcia, the senior defensive lineman who got there first, got a hold of Victor Dela Cruz and dropped him for a yard loss.
Now, I expect Colt Mercer still in the game, but I fully expect him to quick kick this.
Yeah, I think we've seen him do it a number of times this year. I think we're going to see a punt here, and I think that's what's being anticipated as dropping back is Cameron Gould, the running back and / linebacker to receive this punt, a potential punt. He's at the Grapevine 47-yard line. Snap back, and he does quick kick it. It's a low spinner It hits at the 40, bounces to over the 45, and then just kind of dies at the 47-yard line. So it'll be a 38-yard punt for Colt Mercer. Don't miss the UIL State Volleyball Tournament starting Wednesday, November 17th at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. That's uiltexas.org. The Grapevine Mustangs volleyball team is playing in a regional final this weekend out in Lubbock as they try to advance to that tournament in Garland next weekend.
That's exciting. You have the volleyball team, the football team, and isn't the basketball team?
Basketball team has their season opener tomorrow night.
There
That's
you
correct.
Go. Lots of things happening in the great town of Grapevine.
So the Coyote defense stands tall and forces a 3 and out after that goal line stand from Grapevine. First down, Villalpando's back in the game. He's going to fire one deep up the far sideline, and that pass is caught over the top of the defender, Brock Smith, that time. Making the grab is number 12, Keandre Fleeks, the sophomore wide receiver. Coverage was not bad, but the pass was high, and Fleeks just went up and got it. Snap back, Villalpando going up the middle for a draw inside the 15, makes a man miss inside the 10, and gets a first down, first and goal. So Wichita Falls is right back where they were after the 11-yard run from Villalpando, who thankfully is back in the game. Good to see he's okay. First and goal, snap back to Villalpando. He's going to take it up the middle. Going to get to about the 6-yard line, maybe the 5 before he stood up. They're going to give him the 5 for a 2-yard gain. But, man, going back to that catch, what a great grab to not only catch the ball, but get his foot down by Keandre Fleeks.
Tremendous catch by Fleeks. When I saw the ball get released, I thought there was no chance that ball was being completed. So you have to give all the credit to Fleeks for just a tremendous catch over the defender and keeping his feet in bounds.
Brock Smith was right there. 29-yard catch by Fleeks on that. Second and goal for the Coyotes at the 5-yard line. Snap back, and this is going to be a pass into the end zone. The pass is caught. Is he inbounds? Yes. It's a touchdown. A diving grab that time, as once again, that was Keandre Fleeks who made a diving grab on the side of the end zone towards the back corner, and a pretty throw that time by Villalpando on the fade.
No, it was a pretty throw. It was one of the best catches I've seen all season in the back corner, laid out. I sure would like to see a replay of it because it looks super close. But
well, there's no replay until the state championship game, so it doesn't matter anyway. The referee said he was in bounds. The extra point from Saldana is up, and it is good. So 1:37 to go in the first half. Wichita Falls is on the board. The Mustangs still lead 21-7. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm come through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as the foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
The kickoff is away from Armando Saldana. It's a high pooch kick caught at the 30, going up the middle to the 35, the 40, up to about the 46-yard line. Nice return of a high short kick that time, as I believe that was number 12, Drew Vi, who did a nice job knowing he had some room to run, kind of cut to the middle of the field and then up and gets about a 16-yard return.
Yeah, we've seen Sammy Kelly do that quite a bit throughout the season. If you think Drew Vi is just going to fair catch the ball and stand there, that's not going to work. He's got too much ability. Great run.
They officially mark him down at the 45, so it's a 15-yard return for Vi. But great field position for the Mustangs with 1:32 to go here in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, lined up close to the line. Snap back, play action, fake a reverse, and now it's going to be a screen to Tejada. But right there to read it is the Wichita Falls defense. I'm going to let them unpile to see who made the tackle, but that was a fantastic job of recognition as coming in to make the stop on Caleb Tejada that time and slow to get up, actually, so the referees are going to stop play. That was number 8, Lupe Aguiano, this junior linebacker who we saw go off the field earlier after he got hurt on a tackle. But, man, what great recognition by that young man there. Beat the block and hit Tejada for a loss of 2.
And he was the only one there that could have made a play.
Yeah,
so
if he doesn't make that play,
credit.
there's a lot of room to run for Tejada. 2nd and 12 at the 43. Snap back. Mercer looking to throw. He's rolling to his right. Now he's going to lob it, and it's intercepted. Out at the 45-yard line that time. Making the interception. As I try to get the number, as they're mobbing him on his sideline for the Coyotes. That's number 33, Brigman Stewart, the junior linebacker, who basically just stepped in. And honestly, that was one of those Mercer needed to lob it, and he threw it too much on a line. He had a man open behind Stewart, but just didn't lob it high enough, and Stewart made the pick. And now the Coyotes have the ball.
He had the right idea.
He did.
He just didn't put any air on it. A very uncharacteristic mistake from Colt Mercer.
1st and 10 at the 45 for Wichita Falls. Villalpando lobs one out, and it's off the hands of the wide receiver, Ty Willie, who I think that ball got there before he was anticipating it, and all he could do was stick one hand up, and it deflected out of bounds.
This could be a game-changing drive.
Very
Don't forget,
much.
The Coyotes lost the toss.
Or they won the toss and deferred.
They deferred. Now they get the ball back coming out at halftime. If they score here, it's a whole different ball game.
2nd and 10 at the Grapevine 45. Receiver comes in motion from the left to the right. Snap back to Villalpando. He rolls to the right. Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the sideline looking for a man, and that pass is out of bounds. That pass just floated too far over the sideline. He had a man deep. It was number 6, Jacob Justice, who was about a step or so behind Drew Nelson, but the pass just floated too far out of bounds.
He certainly was behind him, and we've seen a couple receivers now get deep behind the secondary. That could be a problem as this game continues.
Now it's 3rd and 10 for the Coyotes. Trips right, single receiver left. Snap back to Villalpando. Blitz coming, and he's going to get flushed to his left. He's going to fire it, and it's deflected. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Josh Logan got in there and got a big paw up and just slapped that ball back in the face of Villalpando. And a nice job on quick change defense by Grapevine as they, I say they're forced a 3 and out, but we'll see. Okay, the punt team is coming on. I thought for a second Wichita Falls, because of the field position, might go for this, but they are going to bring the punt team on.
Josh Logan doing his best Aaron Donald impression the entire first half of this game. The one time that he gets single blocked up front, he comes in and blocks the ball.
Well, give
down.
credit, Latham Way came on the outside on
Sure
the blitz,
did.
and that forced the initial pressure that made Villalpando move. Snap is back. It's going to be a punt by Villalpando and a quick kick. It's going to hit and roll into the end zone as Parker Polk lets it go, and it'll be a touchback with 42 seconds left. Don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Again, December 15th is when the Football State Championships start at the Death Star over in Arlington. And you can go to uiltexas.org for ticket information. They play all the state championships over about a 5-day period at Jerry World at AT&T Center, AT&T Stadium. 1st and 10 at the 20. Snap back, handoff to Tejada. He's trying to find some room. They gets about 3 yards before he's dropped down. I think that was one of those where Coach Alexander was saying, well, let's see if we can pop one. And if we do, then we'll use our timeouts. But I think now you're going to see Grapevine just let this clock run.
Yeah, obviously content to go into the locker room up 21-7 at half. Few issues to fix defensively. Offensively, I think you're rolling right now. Not too much to talk about, but certainly some things to fix on the defensive side.
And Grapevine is going to do exactly that. They're letting the clock run, and we're going to take this to halftime. So the Mustangs come out like a house on fire, but give credit to Wichita Falls. They stood up and finally got some things going off on both sides of the ball to stay in this game. But they are going to go to the half trailing as the Grapevine Mustangs lead this bi-district playoff matchup by a score of 21-7 over the Wichita Falls Coyotes. When we come back, we will have the Energy Addict halftime show for you. Make sure I got the right sponsor there. No, it's the Prosperity Bank halftime show. Energy Addict's the post-game show. Prosperity Bank halftime show. We'll go over what happened here in the first half. You'll get to listen to the Grapevine Mustang Marching Band. We will also catch you up from the playoff action around the areas. There is quite a bit of playoff games taking place tonight here in the Metroplex. But the Mustangs lead the Wichita Falls Coyotes 21-7 You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Are you worried?
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit EnergyAttic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAttic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away, but they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
This is Josh Brown, owner of CryoNation and Grapevine, and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at CryoNation and Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
Hey, North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. We've allocated millions to pay top dollar for your trade. Get an instant appraisal with our online Easy Pass. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Back here at Mustang Panther Stadium, the Prosperity Bank halftime show right now. The Wichita Falls Coyote Marching Band is doing their halftime show. The Grapevine Mustangs lead the Wichita Falls Coyotes 21-7 in this by-district playoff round in 5A Division II. Jacob Dedamore and Tim Smith back here in the first half. And Tim, I tell you what, saw kind of a tale of two games in the first and second quarter. Grapevine came out, and their offense was just clicking and moving as they scored on their first three possessions. And the Grapevine defense was actually playing pretty well, too. But then, in the second quarter, towards the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter, Wichita Falls was able to get a few things going offensively. This game could be a lot closer if it wasn't for a couple of big stands, including one on the goal line by the Grapevine defense. And then the Coyote defense finally started stepping up and getting a couple stops there towards the end of the half.
Yeah, it's all about these in-game adjustments like we talked about at the top of the game. And, you know, I think the biggest difference for the Coyotes is they started double and triple teaming Josh Logan, which really started to slow down that pass rush, which allowed the quarterback, Val Pondo, to get loose with his legs. And then the other thing that happens, this game is all about momentum. He gets hurt. He comes back in the game, completes a huge pass. The energy that got shot into the Coyotes at that point in time. And then they come out defensively. They get a 3-and-out. We haven't seen the Mustangs go 3-and-out in quite a while.
Yeah.
So, it's all about momentum. And I think right now the Coyotes are feeling pretty good about themselves. And they get the ball coming out of half. They could really turn this into a game.
Right now, like I said, the Wichita Falls Marching Band is on the field doing their routine. So as they kind of finish things up, what we're going to do, we're going to catch you up on the what's going on tonight around the Metroplex when it comes to playoff football. Right now, in the second quarter in Class 6A Division I Region 1, Arlington, Martin, and Irving Nimitz are in a tight battle. Martin, one of the better teams in 6A. This is a game I would think most would have thought Martin would have run away with. Right now, Nimitz giving them a fight. It's 13-all. That game taking place in Arlington tonight there in the second quarter. Over in Region 2 of 6A Division I, Rockwall all over North Garland tonight. They lead 34-0 in the second quarter there. Down in Killeen, down in the Super Centex area of the state, DeSoto on the road tonight to take on Harker Heights out of the Killeen area. This is also in 6A Division I in Region 2. And DeSoto all over Harker Heights 35-7. That game also in the second quarter right now. Over at Northwest ISD Stadium, Boswell is taking on Eaton in a 6A Division II first round by-district game in Region 1. Boswell up on Northwest Eaton 28-14. That game also in the second quarter. Moving over to 5A Division 1. A couple of games tonight in Region 2. Denton Ryan blowing out WT White out of Dallas 35-0. The Ryan Raiders at halftime lead that game as they are in full control. Also at halftime, Lone Star out of the Frisco ISD Lone Star High School blasting Bryan Adams 38-6. In 5A Division II, Aledo, maybe the best team in the state in 5A, whether it's Division I or Division II. Aledo is blowing out Hillcrest 63-0 at the half in that ball game out at Aledo High School. And another game going on right now in that same Region 2 of 5A Division in 5A Division 2. South Oak Cliff up on Everman 21-0. That game says it's in the first quarter right now with South Oak Cliff up on Everman 21-7. So that's kind of catching you up on games going on around the area. We also have a 4A game where Kaufman is up on Dallas Carter 7-0. Unfortunately, we don't have an update for the other game out of a couple of the other games out of this district tonight. As O.D. Wyatt was hosting Randall High School out of Canyon, Texas, which is just south of Amarillo. That game is taking place out at Clark Stadium tonight in South Fort Worth. Don't have an update from that. One of the other teams from this district, Southwest High School out of Fort Worth ISD, is in Lubbock tonight, taking on Cooper High School out of Lubbock, who won District 3 that the Coyotes have come out of. So if we get some updates from there, we'll pass them along, but that kind of catches you up on what's going on tonight is in the world of high school football. Decent amount of games on a Thursday night for the first round.
I'll tell you, I'm excited to hear about that South Oak Cliff score. I got some friends that coach on that team, people I've worked with, people that have played for me in the past. So exciting to hear that they're getting the job done out there in South Oak Cliff.
The one that surprises me so far, again, is that Nimitz-Arlington-Martin score. That game is tied at 13 in the first quarter right now. That's not a game I would have expected to be this close. Again, Arlington-Martin started the season as one of the better teams in 6A. They still had a pretty solid season. I mean, they went 8-2 on the season, won their district with a 6-0 record, and they're taking on a Irving Nimitz school that finished 5-5, 4-3 in district play. Just kind of a middle of the road team as Dallas Jesuit and Lake Highlands kind of ran away with that district. But the Nimitz Vikings out of Irving, giving them a fight tonight over there as they're really down in Arlington.
Well, Jacob, I'm sure you've heard this before, but that's why they play the game.
That's why they play the game. That is exactly why they play the game. And so we'll see how that goes right now. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to take you down to the field and let you listen to a little bit of the Grapevine halftime show as the Phillies have taken the field for their halftime routine. Then we'll take another break here, and when we come back, we'll see if we can get some numbers for you from this first half. This is the Prosperity Bank halftime show, and this is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Rookie of the week is Claire Stacy. And our Philly honor girl is the Haley Ray. Let's give a big round of applause for the Phillies performing and entertaining hip-hop routine to Nikki Manaz-Smith. And those are all fabulous Phillies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mustang Band. Tonight, the Mustang Band will perform We Are Family for all of our Mustang Nation family under the field direction of drum majors Lisa Barrington, Abby Issy, Claire Rodriguez, and you delegates. Please enjoy a seat.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
This is Josh Brown, owner of CryoNation and Grapevine, an official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at CryoNation and Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
Customers all across Texas are upgrading for less at Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine. With a classic deal, it's easy to trade up and possibly lower your payment. New Chevys arriving daily. Others might, but Classic never, and I mean never, charges more than MSRP. That's Texas true pricing. 800 pre-owns on the ground. Just a few clicks to buy online with our Easy Pass. A Classic deal is here. Waiting could cost you.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Each year across the United States, young lives are lost to sudden cardiac arrest, and our communities are left to pick up the pieces. That's what happened in April of 2009 when Zachary Schraw lost his life to an undiagnosed heart condition after collapsing suddenly during a Plano East Senior High School football practice. After his death, Zach's loved ones knew it was time to take action to protect young hearts across North Texas from this silent killer. Since its establishment in 2009, Living for Zachary has impacted thousands of families by providing heart screenings for ages 12 to 22, donating AEDs to youth-based organizations, and training community members in the use of CPR, all with the goal of saving lives. Sudden cardiac arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your child's heart screening today, apply for an AED for your organization, or make a donation that could change a life forever. Together, we can give our children's hearts a second chance. Join the movement to save young hearts at livingforzachary.org today.
Back here at Mustang Panther Stadium, the Prosperity Bank halftime show where your Grapevine Mustangs lead the Wichita Falls Coyotes by a score of 21-7. And now it's time to give you the first half stats. Again, these are unofficial, but these are the numbers that we do have. Grapevine outgained Wichita Falls by 253 to 169, clip in that first half, with a lot of that 169 coming in the second quarter for the Coyotes. On the ground, Grapevine is dominating 128 to 49. Of course, that includes sacks that have been involved in the game tonight, which Grapevine has a number of already. The passing attack has actually gone the way of the Coyotes. Well, it's even, actually. Grapevine, 125 yards passing to 120 for Wichita Falls. Individual numbers, Bryson Villalpando, 5 of 11 throwing for 120 yards, the 1 touchdown and the 1 interception. On the other side, we'll just continue with Wichita Falls. He also leads the team in rushing with 38 yards on 16 carries. Of course, sacks are also figured into that rushing total. On the receiving end, Ty Willie, 2 catches for 62 yards. Keandre Fleeks, 2 catches for 34 yards and the touchdown. And Caden Justice, that's Jacob Justice. He also goes by Caden. He had 1 catch for 24. For Grapevine, Colt Mercer, 5 of 9 in the first half for 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then the 1 interception with about a minute and a half to go in the half. Caleb Tejada leading the way on the ground with 12 carries for 80 yards. Victor Delacruz, 6 for 23 and a touchdown. Colt Mercer with a couple of carries for 19 yards. On the receiving end, Parker Polk only the 1 grab, but it was a 64-yard touchdown. Caden Cook only 1 catch for 48 yards and a touchdown, and then 3 other players with a catch in that first half. Sammy Kelly had 1 for 11. Hank Miller had 1 for 4, and Caleb Tejada lost 2 yards on the 1 catch he had. So those are your halftime stats here as the Mustangs lead 21-7 over the Wichita Falls Coyotes. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff for you. This has been the Prosperity Bank halftime show. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football. Presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet Deliveries.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Follow us on Twitter at Champion Sports, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/championsportsradio, or look for us on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Tell us why your team will win this week. Share when your favorite athlete is named Player of the Week, or brag about what your school alumni are up to now. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports, facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. For all the ways you love to play, make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine has been named Regional Buying Center for pre-owned vehicles in Texas. 2,000 vehicles will be purchased, all makes and models. It's easy with buyers on hand writing checks. Classic Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic Solutions to transform your life.
Back here at Mustang Panther Stadium as the Mustangs just came out from the mouth of BAM to come onto the field for the second half as we're a little under a minute to go here for the opening half kickoff. The Mustangs lead by a score of 21-7, and they are going to be kicking off to start this third quarter. They'll be on defense to get things going. Those touchdowns in the first half for Grapevine, those 2 touchdown passes were the 11th and 12th of the season for Colt Mercer. The touchdown catch by Parker Polk was his 7th touchdown receiving this year. It was the 3rd touchdown receiving for Caden Cook. On the other side for Wichita Falls, we'll give that to you in a moment as Hayden Rhodes is lining things up to kick away to start the second half. He boots this one high. Going to go almost to the end zone. Going to be caught about the 4-yard line and returnable. Up to the 10, to the 15, and strung out wide and getting brought down at about the 16-yard line is number 3, DeJuan Pando. As coming in to make the tackle that time was number 31, Brock Smith. And so the Coyotes will start inside their own 20. They're going to officially make it the 17-yard line, so it was a 13-yard return for Pando.
And just before the second half started, as Mustangs were coming out, defensive coordinator Tanner Atwell, ex-defensive linebacker for the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, Dallas Cowboys, he was firing these boys up, so I look for a big defensive stop here.
Traditional 4-wide set here on first down. They try a jet sweep around the 20 and a nice little gain on first down as they handed the ball off to the slot receiver Jacob. Check that. That was Ty Willie, who took that little jet sweep handoff, came around the right end, got a nice gain of about 6 yards out to the 23-yard line. That touchdown catch in the first half by the wide receiver Keandre Fleeks was his 4th of the season. Snap back, quarterback draw up the middle this time for Villalpando. He's going to be, well, he is going to get the first down. Thought he was going to get stopped short, but it looks like he was able to lunge forward enough and get to the sticks to move the chain. So a 4-yard gain for Villalpando.
They're doing some real interesting things up front to slow down this Grapevine front. And what they did there was they pulled the guard to the left, but then they zoned back right. So they were able to close off the backside and get.
This time it's a handoff to Gould up the middle. He breaks a tackle right around the line of scrimmage and gets out to about the 28-yard line for a gain of 5. He got out of the grasp of Garrett Gardner, who tried to get him down around the ankles and just couldn't get a hold of him enough to bring him down. So a solid gain right there for Gould of 5 yards.
A lot of movement up front with this offensive line. It's going to come down to the linebackers playing discipline to slow this run game down right now.
Gould takes the ball again on 2nd down, and this time he gets stood up as the pile kind of pushed forward. Josh Logan, who is seemingly in on anything that comes anywhere near the middle of the play, made first contact, but Gould was able to kind of push the pile forward for a gain of 2. That sets up a 3rd and 3 for the Coyotes.
Yeah, and they bring in a heavy look. You see a lot of new players in the game now for the Coyotes.
Grapevine counters as they bring in number 82 Christian Watson to line up in the on the line as well. With a number of other players. They're going to have a heavy set up front. This is going to be Villalpando. Goes off the right side, and he's going to have the first down. Just a nice job reading that play. They sealed off the left side enough as he just went around left end that time and got out to the 39-yard line to move the sticks.
Yeah, wasn't there initially. Like you say, a lot of patience to be able to locate the seam to get up the field. Good play by Grapevine defense. They just couldn't stop him from getting those few yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 39-yard line after that run by Villalpando. They're going to spread it out a little bit. They're going to go with a 2-back set to start. Receiver comes in motion from slot left over to the right side. Snap back, hand off to Gould, or going around left end again. Gets across the 40 to about the 42. There'll be a gain of 3 yards right there, and a little bit of tangling as Drew Nelson made the tackle, stopping Gould after about 3 yards.
They're just doing a really good job up front. They're being patient. They're pulling their guards, and they're making sure that Grapevine, that they don't have any gaps to protect.
So 2nd and 7 now. Trips right, single receiver to the left from the Coyote 42. Receiver going in motion from right to the left, snap back, and it's going to be a swing pass up the sideline and just out of the reach. That time they ran that wheel route again out of the slot as it was number 5, Ty Willie. This time, though, a defender was with him. Drew Nelson was with him step for step. The pass was just out of the reach of a diving Ty Willie to set up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they were burned on a similar play last week a couple of times. They were burned on that play earlier in this game, so good job by the safety, 27, to get over the top. And that's what we've been waiting for them to do, right? Is get
Drew
over
Nelson
the top
just floated over as he saw him turn up the field and then just ran with him up the sideline. 3rd and 7 for the Coyotes. Trips right, single receiver left. Shotgun snap back to Villalpando. He's looking to his left to throw. Now he's getting pressured, and he's going to get sacked.
Corner
that
blitz.
Time, corner blitz. Meshach and Goy came in from the corner. They rotated the safety over the top of the single wide receiver on that side, and it made Villalpando hesitate, and that allowed Meshach and Goy to close and make the sack.
Yeah, Nelson rolls over the top to cover up that receiver. They initially had good protection, but nobody accounted for the corner coming off the edge.
9-yard loss on the sack by Meshach and Goy back to the 33-yard line, and the Coyotes will have to punt. Parker Polk back deep. Rolling to his right is Villalpando. He gets the punt away. Nice punt, actually. It's going to be caught at the 26 by Polk. Breaks a tackle, comes around to the 30, up the sideline to about the 34, where he gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be an 8-yard return for Parker Polk, and that's where the Mustangs will start on their first possession of the second half.
He booted the stripes off that ball, didn't he?
He certainly did. That was a nice punt.
Right.
Thank you to Ryan Emerson and Energy Attic. Contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reducing those cold and hot pockets, making it more comfortable throughout, and saving you up to 40% on your energy bill. Schedule your free Energy Attic online at energyattic.com. Energy Attic, attic solutions to transform your life. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 34. It's a toss sweep this time to Tejada. He's going to go around the right side up to the 35, 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds finally up near midfield. Nice blocking as they just sealed off that right side and Tejada just danced his way around that right end and got all the way into. Nope, we have a penalty, a holding penalty, going to get brought back. I thought it was a clean block on that little seal by I think it was the tight end, number 18, Hank Miller, who was trying to seal that right side, and I guess he got a grab.
And what a shame, because it was a really nice run.
It was.
Parker Polk could have got called for a block in the back, but smartly he pulls up on that block, and then there's still a hold there, unfortunate for the Mustangs.
So that move erases that huge run and takes it back to the 24-yard line, 1st and 20. Tejada goes in motion to the left this time. Little quick pass over the middle to Polk. It's caught. He breaks a tackle initially and gets out to about the 35-yard line, so that gets all the penalty yards back plus 1.
Real nice play design. You motion the back coming across.
You give that little swing sweep, that little swing screen look.
And I thought it was going to be a screen. Yep. Everybody thought it was going to be a screen, but Polk just gets in the void and makes the catch.
Play action on second down, and that pass is intercepted. On the pick, stepping in front of the pass that time. Trying to see the number as he's getting mugged. I believe that was number 8. Lupe Anguiano, who's made a couple of plays tonight, he just read the pass and stepped in front of Caden Cook and he read the eyes of the quarterback Mercer and stepped in front and picked it off.
Yeah, it looked like a little RPO action. We saw that completed earlier in the game, and that time Cole Mercer just missed his key on that one, and great read by the Coyotes defense.
Yeah, Lupe Aguiano, the junior linebacker, just stepped in front of the slot receiver and picked it off, and the Coyotes are in business at the Grapevine 28, 1st and 10. Snap back, Villalpando looking to pass. That pass is going to be off the fingertips of the wide receiver, number 12, Keandre Fleeks, the sophomore, and he took a shot to the ribs that time as he went up to make that grab. I believe, was that Drew Nelson, I think, that hit him, number 27?
It was.
Yeah, made him pay for it. That pass kind of hung up. It was kind of sailed on Villalpando, and has left his receiver out to dry, and he took a shot.
Hung him out to dry like the laundry. He's going to let him know about that. Hey, don't do that to me again. 2nd and 10 now for the Coyotes at the Grapevine 28. Receiver coming in motion. Snap back, fake, and Villalpando goes up the middle, and he just gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. Tried to fake the jet sweep and go up the middle, and now we have guys getting into it with each other and arguing and yelling and pushing, but no flags are going to come down after that. It's starting to get a little heated down there.
It was in kind of a mess. I think, was it Logan again that stood up that play, or I couldn't quite tell who it was, but could have been Christian Watson, the defensive end. They faked the jet sweep, and Villalpando tried to go off left guard, and it was just no gap to run through. No gain, 3rd and 10.
No gap at all. They're talking to Josh Logan on the sideline. I'm not quite sure what about, but
so 3rd and 10 now for the Coyotes. Receiver in motion coming from the left to right. Villalpando dropping back. He's going to fire one deep up the far sideline. That pass is incomplete, but here comes the flag as I think Mishak and Goy is going to get called for a grab. It was step-for-step coverage. He was right there.
Turned his head
to play the ball, but
I can't imagine.
I think he may have been grabbing either an arm or a jersey of the wide receiver, number 12, Keandre Fleece, because those flags came out immediately from both the side judge and the back judge. So whatever he did, two officials saw it.
Is this offensive pass
No,
interference?
it's defensive. They just signaled defense.
Oh, okay. I saw him walking backwards just for a
they
minute.
just went to get the ball, I think. So a defensive penalty like we saw on one of the drives in the second quarter. Defensive penalty keeps the drive alive for the Coyotes, and now they have the ball 1st and 10 at the Grapevine 13 after they thought they had a stop. Snap back, draw by Villalpando. He's going to get hit by Latham Way in the hole. Going to get about 2 yards, but then Latham Way just stood him up and drove him backwards.
I mean, good shot by Latham Way, right? You're going to come into his territory. You're going to take a hit.
They're going to give him credit to the 10-yard line, so it's officially a gain of 3 for forward progress. 2nd and 7 now for the Coyotes. 6:09 to go here in the third quarter as the Coyotes trying to make this a ball game here. Snap back to Villalpando to his right to throw. Now he's going to get flushed and roll to his right. He gets rid of it, and it's almost intercepted. That ball pinballed as
it looked like it hit him right in the face.
Well, I don't think Leighton Towery was ready for it.
No.
That ball just suddenly came back over the middle, and Leighton Towery's about 4 yards away from Villalpando, and it hit him in the face and then pinballed off of Daniel Casillas, the right guard, and fell incomplete.
Once again, the Josh Logan effect. He got in there very quickly. Anytime that they try to single block him, it hasn't been successful the entire evening.
3rd and 7 now from the 10-yard line. Snap back. Villalpando just going to take it up the middle. And he's got a pile pushing forward. He's trying to get to the first down, and he's going to get stopped. But he got 5 yards down to the 5. Nice job that time by the Coyotes of kind of creating a bit of a scrum and just moving it up the field. And that is going to allow Coyotes to go for this. It's 4th and 2 from the Grapevine 5. Heavy formation in for the Coyotes. Grapevine trying to get set up defensively. Snap back. Here goes Villalpando. He's going to get the first down, or is he? Is he going to get? It's going to be close. I thought he was going to get it for sure, but he got stood up and driven back. We'll see what the forward progress is. As in on the tackle was Drew Nelson making the first contact, and this is going to be a measurement. It's going to be close.
It's going to be real close. Impossible for us to tell.
I tell you what, when he went off the right side, I thought his momentum was going to get him that first down, but Drew Nelson just stood him up, and then his teammates came in and pushed him backwards. And this is very close. He had to get to the 3-yard line to get the first down.
And here we go.
Yep, here comes the chains. Check this. It is very close, and they're going to bring in the chains to measure.
Anybody got a postcard?
Grapevine trying to have their second goal line stop of the ball game here. They get the chain set. They stretch it out, and he is short. The Mustangs make the stand. They stop Villalpando short of the first down, and the Mustang defense, for the second time tonight, keeps the Coyote offense out of the end zone once they get inside the 5.
Al Pacino told us in Any Given Sunday, football is a game of inches, right? Obviously,
you got to fight for that inch.
You got to fight.
Fight for that inch.
Grapevine's fighting for that inch, and they won that battle.
Grapevine fought for that inch there, and they made the stop. So the Mustangs keep this a 2-score game. Their offense takes over at their own 3-yard line with 5:23 to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun snap back. It's a handoff to Tejada, and he's trying to find some room and just not finding it. He's only going to get about a yard before he gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage.
The Coyotes are not being shy about being up at that line of scrimmage to stop the run game. With 2 back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives now, Colt Mercer is going to have to get something figured out here.
Number 62, Charles Easterling, the defensive lineman, in on that stop. Handoff again to Tejada, and he just gets stoned. The Coyote defensive front is making plays right now. That time, number 50, Abraham Garcia, in on the play, as well as number 64, Cayman Robinson, the senior defensive lineman. The defensive front of the Coyotes standing strong here on this possession. Last time the Mustangs had a goal line stop, same thing happened. They got forced to a 3-and-out, and Wichita Falls took advantage and scored after that.
The Mustang offense hasn't done much since the first quarter.
Not really, they haven't. A couple of interceptions by Colt Mercer have been part of the reason for that. They've been having trouble moving the ball the last few possessions. Snap back, play action. Mercer's going to fire this deep, and that pass is going to be intercepted. Inside the 30, the 20, the 10, and knocked out of bounds. So they try a deep shot to Parker Polk, but there was double coverage on the play. The pass was a little bit underthrown, and making the interception, I believe, couldn't quite, the numbers are harder to see from up here.
Yeah, it really was great coverage. Nowhere to go with the ball. Confusing.
I think the ball kind of got batted around a little bit before it was picked.
He play action to the left, but his running back was on the right, so didn't fool anyone with that.
I think it may have been Brigham Stewart who made the interception. That's the 3rd interception of the night in a row for Mercer. Snap is back. Villalpando getting flushed. Now he's going to take off up the middle. He's going to get back to, he's actually going to gain a couple of yards. The line of scrimmage was the 9. 1st and goal at the 9. That was about a 25-yard return on the interception by Wichita Falls. Set up 1st and goal. A couple of yards for Villalpando as he just scrambled up the middle when his receiver wasn't open. 2nd and goal now.
Huge drive for both sides right here with the third quarter winding down.
Receiver goes in motion. Fake on the jet sweep. Villalpando goes up the middle and just gets stood up. Tristan Sneed, number 48, one of the initial defenders to make contact that time, as as they were not buying the jet sweep fake at all. Villalpando faked it and tried to go up the middle and just got stoned.
Both defenses have really clamped down on the opposing team's run game. We're going to have to see which quarterback can start to make some plays through the air, I think, as this game comes into the fourth quarter pretty soon.
You know, that last interception by Mercer was just, he's just trying to make a play and, just takes a shot deep, and it just was a little bit underthrown, and defense made the play. The other two were just mistakes in decision-making. 3rd and goal from the 7. Rolling to his right is Villalpando. He's looking for a receiver. Now he's going to tuck it and go, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. Didn't find anybody open, so he tried to tuck it and go, and Tristan Sneed said no, sir. Dropped him for a 2-yard loss for the sack. I think they're going to actually say he got to the 8, but it's still a sack nonetheless for Tristan Sneed, and it's 4th and goal after the loss of a yard.
Terrific coverage on the back end there. Just nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he had to eat it.
And the Coyotes are going to go for this. I thought they might try to get 3 points out of this one, but they're going to go. 4 wide set, 2 to each side. 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Villalpando takes the snap, looks to his left. He's going to fire it over the middle, and it's going to go over everybody. There was no chance. The coverage was there, and that pass went 3 yards over the head of his intended wide receiver. And again, the Grapevine defense comes up big as they have their 3rd goal line stand of this ball game.
Grapevine really did a great job. They were in man coverage all the way. Right, the 2 receivers ran a little switch route between the 2 of them. The inside went out, outside came in. Grapevine's DB's very disciplined there with the coverage and able to not give him a window to throw. He did the best thing he could, throw the ball out of bounds.
2:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Grapevine takes over again inside their own 10. 1st and 10 at the 8. Snap back, and it's going to be a toss sweep this time to Tejada going around the right side. Has room up to the 15, 20, breaking tackles out to the 25, and this time no holding penalty to take it away, and he gets all the way out to about the 25-yard line for a gain of 17.
Yeah, and remember in the last drive, that was their only positive play that was taken back. The inside run game right now not really doing a lot for them, but that outside game is taking flight.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they get out of the shadow of their own goal post. Receiver in motion. Snap back handoff to Tejada. Up the middle this time to the 25, 30, 35. Breaking tackles out to the 40. That time they opened up a hole for him. He got through it and just was breaking through arm tackles all the way out to the 40-yard line. Another this time a gain of 15 for Tejada.
Yeah, now here we go with that tempo offense. I got to imagine they're going to continue to get Tejada in this run game.
2 receivers right, single receiver left. Snap back, handoff to Tejada. And this time, nowhere to go. He gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage, pushed back, and taken down to the ground. It'll officially be no gain on 1st down, as stepping in that time was multiple defenders, including number 70, Javari Miller, and number 13, Cameron Gould. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Now you got a pulling guard from the left, and the linebacker filled the hole nicely.
Play action this time, pass over the middle, caught! Inside the territory, inside the 40, and brought down. An RPO action. This time they went to the tight end, Roman Hogan, who made a great grab. We do have a flag down just past the line of scrimmage, but a great throw that time from Colt Mercer, and I think this one's coming back.
Ineligible. And that's
and
the
what
risk.
happened? They said number 43, Roman Hogan, who caught the pass. That means the wide receiver on the outside covered up Roman Hogan. So that's just a mental error of alignment right there, as the receiver covered up the eligible receiver, and so he can't catch a pass. So wipe out the huge gain and bring it back. And they marked this off 10-yard penalty. Illegal man downfield is a 5-yard penalty, I thought. All right, that's weird. 2nd and 10. Bubble screen to Sammy Kelly. Makes the grab. He's going to get up to about the 36-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 6. I could have sworn illegal man downfield was a 5-yard penalty at all levels of football.
They sure did mark off a ton of yards.
They marked off 10. That's okay. Well, I'll ask about that one next week when I talk to Coach Alexander, hopefully. That's that seemed very odd. I've never heard of illegal man downfield being a 10-yard penalty. But at any rate, it's 3rd and 14 as we're under 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap back to Mercer. He's looking downfield. He's going to fire this deep over the middle. That pass is off the hands of C.J. Holmes, but give credit to the defense as number 2, Logan McAllister, may have gotten a hand in there to knock that pass away. It was just a little seam route up the hash, and he had C.J. Holmes, but I think McAllister may have gotten a hand on that one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that throw from Colt Mercer. It was on time. It was on target. Really and truly, that was a touchdown-saving tip away.
I'll tell you what, the last 2 quarters for Grapevine, it's been a combination of turnovers and penalties that are just stymieing them right now. They've had 2 key penalties to kill long gains on drives. Punt here from Colt Mercer towards the far sideline. It takes a roll and then kicks back upfield to about the 26-yard line where it's downed. So that's a 38-yard punt from Colt Mercer, but that drive was looking promising, and then a penalty just set them back.
Yeah, and it's hard once you get behind the chains, and Colt Mercer, obviously a younger quarterback. He wasn't the starter all season long, so he's thrown into a position, and it's unfortunate to get behind the chains like that. It really cuts down your options, and then they have a perfect throw, but a great defensive play on the back end of that.
So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. They take over 1 second left here in the 3rd quarter at their own 26-yard line. Trips, bunch formation to the right. Snap is back. Handoff to the running back Gould. He's going to get about 2 yards before he stood up and stopped by the Grapevine defense. And that'll do it for us here in the 3rd quarter. So we go to the 4th quarter with the same score we had at the start of the 3rd. Grapevine still leads 21-7. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hey, North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
On 2nd down and 8, a pass over to the right side from Villalpando falls short of his intended wide receiver, incomplete, as he was trying to throw a little hitch route out to the right side. It falls short, so now it's 3rd and 8 for the Coyotes at their own 28-yard line as we are into the 4th quarter here with the Mustangs leading the Coyotes by a score of 21-7. 2 receivers to each side on 3rd and 8. Snap back to Villalpando. He's looking downfield. Now he's rolling to his right. He's going to fire it out. The pass is caught, but a great open field tackle that time by Jackson Yarbrough, the captain, as he was right there on coverage as the throw was made to number 6, Jacob Justice. He caught it out at the 32-yard line for a gain of 4, but it's 4 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They're only bringing 3, Grapevine is, so everybody else is in coverage. It's going to be really hard to find an open man when they can drop everybody off into coverage.
Give credit again to the Grapevine defense as they have stood up very nicely tonight as they force a punt here. Parker Polk back to receive, standing inside his own 30. Villalpando on to punt, rolls to his right, and kicks this one. This one's off the side of his foot, heading towards the sideline. That's going to hit out of bounds in Wichita Falls territory. That is not what he wanted right there, as we'll see where they mark it, but it's going to be a less than 20-yard punt. They're going to mark this officially at the 44-yard line, so only a 12-yard punt for Villalpando, and excellent field position in plus territory for the Mustangs.
Certainly not ideal. I tell you, it drives me crazy watching these punters that run to the right or the left and then punt on the run. I have no idea how they do that. But it also doesn't shock me when a ball comes off like that either.
So the Mustangs take over at the Wichita Falls 44-yard line, 1st and 10. This time, Tejada goes in motion. They swing it to him. He tips it to himself and catches it for a loss. The pass was a little bit high and behind him, and unfortunately, he probably would have been better served just to let that go over his head and fall incomplete, but he tried to make a play and ends up losing 5 yards.
Yeah, we'll have to credit the Turf Monster on the tackle on that one, as he just kind of stumbled as he turned around to catch the ball. It was a great catch, but
again, the throw was just a little bit off target, and it was a little high. 2nd and 15 now after that play. Tejada coming in motion out of the empty set. Quarterback draw for Colt Mercer going around the right side. Going to get about maybe 3 yards before he gets brought down as the Coyote defense was ready for it that time. As the number 8, the outside linebacker Lupe Anguiano, has been making a number of plays here in the second half especially, stops Mercer after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Mercer, as he comes around, he does that little spin move and gets smacked right in the chest by number 62 playing defensive end. That couldn't have felt good.
3rd and long now. And it's going to be a little screen to Caden Cook. Catches the pass. Goes up the middle to the 45. Breaks a tackle to the 40. And gets close to the first down. He's going to get brought down at the 37. So the ball came out, but it was after he went down. It's a gain of 9 on the play. But this allows Grapevine to go for this on 4th down as it's 4th and 3 now from the Wichita Falls 37.
A really nice play design. You had
a little slip screen.
Yeah, a little slip screen. You had the left tackle and left guard. Beckwith and then number 71, and I am looking for his name currently.
That would be Travis Mason.
Travis Mason. Those two let their guys go, and they're downfield leading that block and leading that charge.
So 4th and 3 for the Mustangs. Snap is back. Play action. Now rolling to his right as Mercer. He has a man open. Caught inside the 30. Inside the 25, and this time he's a legal wide receiver. It's number 43, Roman Hogan, who gets the first down and a gain of 12 down to the 25.
Yeah, if you watch the Dallas Cowboys, you see them run that play about 15 times a game.
Just a little play action waggle is all it is.
Yes, and really everybody in the NFL has adopted that play with your more mobile quarterbacks.
The tight end hesitates like he's blocking and then releases out.
All by himself.
Yep. Nice play that time for the Mustangs. Got the first down on 4th down. 1st and 10 at the 25. Snap back. Hand off to Tejada. Going over the right side inside the 20 and then getting brought down at the 19 for a gain of 6. That time on the tackle, it was number 7. Guy is a Gary coming in to make the tackle, but not before Tejada gets a gain of 6 inside the 20.
Yeah, this is the best we've seen the Grapevine offense look since the first quarter. And they're really coming down, and this offensive line is leaning on that D-line right now.
2nd and 4 now. Shotgun snap back to Mercer. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire it out. The pass is caught inside the 10, down inside the 5, and stepping out at about the 3-yard line. That is number 19, Leighton Towery, who checked in that double tight end formation. He released that time and made the grab and got all the way down to the 3-yard line for 1st and goal after a gain of 16.
What a throw by Colt Mercer, too. He threw it in between 3 defenders, but Leighton Towery able to find the hole in the zone and make himself available to his quarterback.
And that was a pretty throw that time for Mercer, firing it in there between the defenders. 1st and goal for the Mustangs as they try to get some distance here in this bi-district playoff game.
Big set, no receivers.
Heavy set, no wide receivers. Snap is back, hand off to Tejada up the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown. Didn't even get contact made until he got to the goal line, got flipped up head over heels, but he was already in the end zone at that point. And the Mustangs do what they need to do, taking advantage of the short field and punching it in.
Well, this is a touchdown drive that they absolutely needed. Now you're pending the extra point. You're up 28-7. 8 minutes to go in the game. You start to feel like you can start getting ready for next week if we can play disciplined football on the defensive side.
J.D. Rice on for the extra point. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:15 to go in the ball game. The Mustangs extend their lead back out to 21 points. They lead 28-7 over the Wichita Falls Coyotes. This is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio. Don't miss the UIL State Volleyball Tournament, which starts Wednesday, November 17th at the Curtis Caldwell Center in Garland, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. That's uiltexas.org. Again, the Grapevine Mustangs volleyball team in Lubbock this weekend in the regional tournament, the regional final tournament, to try and advance to the state tournament next weekend. Also, don't miss the UIL Football State Championships, which start Wednesday, December 15th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org as well. That's uiltexas.org. For those who aren't familiar, the state championships of all classifications are played over about a 5-day span out at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Mustangs lining it up to kick it away here, as Hayden Rhodes is on for the kickoff this time. Mustangs have a little breathing room again. This kickoff is high and short. It's going to be caught at about the 11-yard line and returned up to the 15, And then great coverage that time, as coming down to make the tackle is Meshach and Goy, who wrapped up the returner inside the 20-yard line, back at about the 16, 17-yard line, only a 6-yard return.
Yeah, we've come to see that from the Grapevine special teams, right? Especially that kickoff team has been so good all season. Some of the returns we've seen tonight have been somewhat uncharacteristic, but that gets back to what they do well.
So now the Coyotes really in a bad spot as they are down 3 scores with a little over 8 minutes to go. As they come out in a traditional 4-wide set, receiver going in motion from the left to the right. Low snap picked up, and it's going to be a handoff, and just nowhere to go that time for the running back, Cameron Gould, as he just got stoned right at the timing was thrown off a little bit that time, and he actually got dropped for a loss of 2 back at the 15.
Can't afford anything, any sort of mistakes in the backfield like that with this Grapevine defensive line. You drop the ball and give him an extra half a second to get in the backfield. Not good.
Shotgun snap back. Vilpano looking to throw. He's now getting flushed, rolling to his right, being chased. Still rolling and coming in and getting sacked. And the ball's on the ground, and they're going to say it's a fumble and a touchdown. It is. It's a touchdown. Christian Watson chased down Vilpano from behind, hit him in the back, stripped the ball out. Latham Way picked it up and returned it for a touchdown, about an 8-yard return on the fumble. Unfortunately, I believe Vilpano is now down on the field after the play, so Grapevine's happy, but you have to be concerned for the health of Bryson Vilpano, who has already been down once tonight with an injury as they attend to him, but it is a scoop and score for Latham Way after the sack and fumble by Christian Watson.
Just what the doctor ordered. Obviously, a lot of time left. Anything can happen, but you got the feeling they had to do something on that drive to stay relevant in this game, and defense scoop score, go up by another touchdown, and that pretty much closes the door on the Coyotes unless they can do something miraculous.
Yeah, that should pretty much get them the distance they need. Right now, though, the concern is for the health of Bryson Vilpano, who is down on the field being attended to by the trainers.
You hope that that maybe he just lost his breath the way he came down. It's a big boy to be coming down on your back like that. Gosh, I've been there. Hope he's all right.
Thank you to Nick Bass and Greenleaf Roofing for your support. Greenleaf Roofing, DFW's preferred roofing company and the official roofing company of Champion Sports Radio. Family owned and operated, Greenleaf Roofing is the #1 choice for all your roofing needs. Residential, multifamily, commercial, storm restoration, they do it all. And they have a ton of lifelong customers. Find out why and get a free quote by going to greenleaf-roofing.com. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break ourselves as they still attend to Bryson Vilpano. This is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
There's a time and a place for everything. As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are... He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them. Jack, can I see you in my office? No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got. But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade game.
driving to perfect, pushing to make it there. Our run is lifted, and the sweat is on the brow. Living our commitment, Friday nights show us how.
They brought a stretcher and backboard out to attend to him, so we don't want to speculate. We don't know what the injury is, but it is upper body because that's where all the attention has been. So could be head, could be neck, you're just not sure, but it's serious enough around that area that they are being very careful with the young man right now as they attend to him.
Yeah, it kind of really takes all the amusement out of this game. It's been a really fun evening. Both teams giving it their all, playing their hearts out. This is extremely unfortunate.
Again, on the play, he was being flushed out of the pocket to his right, trying to find somebody downfield to throw to, and as he was trying to set up to throw, Christian Watson hit him hard from behind, right in the middle of the back, and forced the ball loose. Latham Way scooped it up and took it into the end zone for a touchdown. But he really has not moved hardly at all since that end of that play, and they are being extremely careful with him right now as they attend. And this is just an unfortunate situation for the starting quarterback, Bryson Villalpando for Wichita Falls. He is down on the field being attended to by the trainers. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take another break. It may be a bit of an extended break here, but we're going to take it nonetheless. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at Academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. For all the ways you love to play, make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Hey, Mustang fans, have you been meaning to get to the dentist and it just keeps getting pushed back to the list for tomorrow? Well, today, let me introduce you to Dr. Chip Mercer, Builder Park Dental, where they're creating and restoring beautiful smiles. They're a full-service dental office that provides everything from your basic dental cleanings to more advanced care like implants and Invisalign orthodontics. Online at builderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817 for an appointment. Conveniently located in North Arlington, Dr. Mercer's a proud Mustang dad. builderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817.
This is Josh Brown, owner of Cryo Nation and Grapevine, an official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at Cryo Nation and Grapevine for only $15. Get cold not only.
Customers all across Texas are upgrading for less at Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine. With a classic deal, it's easy to trade up and possibly lower your payments. New Chevys arriving daily. Others might, but Classic never, and I mean never, charges more than MSRP. That's Texas true pricing. 800 pre-owns on the ground. Just a few clicks to buy online with our Easy Pass. A classic deal is here. Waiting could cost you.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at Academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
It's pre-owned truck month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. We've allocated millions to pay top dollar for your trade. Get an instant appraisal with our online Easy Pass. Find new roads.
Back here at Mustang Panther Stadium, where the mood has obviously become much more solemn. The Mustangs lead this game 34-7 in this bi-district playoff round, as with about 7:30 to go here in the ball game. But right now, all the thoughts and concern are with Wichita Falls quarterback Bryson Villalpando. He's a senior. The paramedics and trainers are still attending to him down on the far side of the field around the 10-yard line over on the Wichita Falls side of the field, and they are being, whatever the injury is, they are being very careful and taking their time as they should. And all we can hope now is that whatever this injury is, it isn't anything too serious, and what they're doing now.
It's sundown in Texas, and the Mustangs are herding up.
Dog days of August, with the steam lash in the air. Practice driving to perfect, pushing to make it there. Our run is lifted, and the sweat is on the brow. Living our commitment, Friday nights show us how. Bam, and the Mac, Coach Hayes, our attack. His bells and a band sound. Sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Pre-game tailgates, Bobby Blue is in the air. Living our dreams through this Mustang DNA we share. Game day clocks and whistles ready at the go. No question about it, cause it's football, you know. Bam and the Mac, Coach A's air attack. There's bells and a band sound. Big D sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders and Billy's in the fall. Sunset in Texas, this is Mustang football. Sun's down in Texas, living it up in the fall. The lights are heating up now, this is Mustang football.
This is Mustang football.
Check on him and give their high fives, their fist bumps, their thumbs up to their fallen teammate. As he has finally started to, as they've gotten him secured enough to, I think, to finally start to move him off the field. So what we're going to do at this time is, I was just giving you those scores again. Boswell up on Eaton by a score of 37-21. We're going to go ahead and take another break and then be back here for this ball game. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic Solutions to transform your life.
His shoes and socks.
They are wheeling Bryson Villalpando off the field. We don't know the extent of the injury, but we do know he was moving his arms earlier, and so you just hope for the best. It's interesting, he's lying on his side right now, but on the stretcher, so it could have been a very serious hip or upper leg injury. We're just not sure, but it was a serious injury nonetheless, and they have finally taken him off the field on the stretcher. They have an ambulance on the south end of the stadium waiting on him behind the scoreboard here at Mustang Panther Stadium to take him to the nearest hospital, get him checked out. Thank you to Steve Swanson at Whirly Ball for sponsoring this broadcast. Corporate events, team building, and private parties are more fun when you're zipping around in a whirly bug. And they have the most affordable laser tag in town as well. They have 2 locations to serve you, one in Plano and one in Hurst. You can visit them online at whirlyball.info for more information. Did you play Texas high school football? If you did, then you're part of an elite group, and Lone Star Gridiron wants to honor you. You can go to lonestargridiron.com/brotherhood for more information. That's lonestargridiron.com/brotherhood for more information on that. As the trainers and paramedics are now clearing their equipment off the field as Bryson Villalpando is now being wheeled out to the ambulance. Both teams are kind of getting loose on the sideline and are about to go back onto the field for what is about to be the extra point here. As again, on the play, there was a touchdown scored by Latham Way on a scoop and score, and so they still need to kick the extra point here to complete this possession.
Coach Alexander brought everybody up together. You know, he let his team know, hey, terrible injury. You got to be able to get that out of your mind somehow and finish this game. You still have 7 minutes to play. You got to refocus and recommit to get into that next round.
And that is what the Mustangs are well on their way to doing, and they are well on their way to taking this by-district round against a very scrappy Wichita Falls Coyote team. I gotta tell you, their defense really since the first quarter, their defense has played very solid football tonight. Extra point is set up. The snap is back. The kick is up, and the kick is low, but it's good from J.D. Rice, and the Mustangs now lead 35-7 with 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Here in the ball game, excuse me. Since its establishment in 2009, Living for Zachary has impacted thousands of families by providing heart screenings for ages 12 to 22, donating AEDs to youth-based organizations, and training community members in the use of CPR, all with the goal of saving lives. Sudden cardiac arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your child's heart screening, apply for an AED for your organization, or make a donation that could change a life forever. Together, we can give our children's hearts a second chance. Join the movement to save young hearts at livingforzachary.org today.
So here we go. Grapevine is going to kick it off, and now you're going to have the backup quarterback come in. We'll see who that is. Right, not 100% sure, but we have a good idea. And now the pressure is on that offense. Can they get something going and put some points on the board and do it quickly to be able to stay in this game to any degree? But 35-7, not looking great.
The kickoff is a line drive from Hayden Rhodes. It's going to bounce the 5 and bounce into the end zone for the touchback. So Wichita Falls will take over their own 25. John Ledesma came in earlier in the game in the second quarter when Villalpando got knocked out of the game for a few plays at that point. At that point, I think it was just a wind knocked out of him situation, but Ledesma was the one who came in and spelled him at quarterback, and Ledesma got stuffed at the 1 yard line on a goal line stand by Grapevine, and that is who checks in now, is John Ledesma, the junior. And they're going to be in a 4-wide set here on first down. It's a handoff to Gould going over the right side. Gets about a yard or so before he is stood up and dropped. Jackson Yarbrough in on the tackle, as well as number 19, Leighton Towery. Makes it 2nd and 9.
The question is now, how limited does this offense become? We don't know much about the backup. We know he's thrown some passes this year.
He's thrown a few, but not many.
But he was also, from our understanding, replaced in the 4th week of the season with the all-district wide receiver to go to quarterback. So
yeah, and honestly, I'm not even sure it was Ledesma that was the quarterback at the time. Right. 2nd down, Ledesma's looking to throw. Now he gets flushed and takes off and actually gets a few yards on the play. As the pocket started to collapse around him, he stepped up and got about 3 yards to set up a 3rd and 4 at the 29. Ledesma on the season had only thrown 11 passes. He was 4 of 11 for 58 yards. The second most passes had actually been thrown by Logan McAllister, one of the starting quarterbacks tonight. So it's very possible maybe he was the starting quarterback earlier in the season. We're not sure. 3rd and 6 now at the 29. Snap back to Ledesma. Blitz coming from Ngoy, and they get to him. The slot corner blitz came from Meshach Ngoy, and he just chased down Ledesma. Garrett Gardner had good pressure from the outside on the other side of the blitz to keep Ledesma from having a place to escape, and Ngoy drops him for about a 10-yard loss back at the 21.
He simply sprinted from his position. Nobody picked him up.
Yep. It was a clean, open blitz from that slot corner.
It was
an 8-yard loss, not a 10-yard loss on the sack from Meshach Ngoy, and the punt team is on for Wichita Falls. Snap is high and over the head of the punter, who had been Villalpando, and this is just going to be a safety. The ball was rolling, and it just got knocked out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Trying to see who was in that time to punt, as again, it had been Bryson Villalpando who was handling the punting duties tonight, but that snap just went over the head of the new punter, and that was number 21 for Wichita Falls, MJ Saldana, who is the place kicker.
Cameron Wagner, the 6'1", 160-pound DB senior, he was running in. He thought he was going to get himself a touchdown.
He did.
Actually ran kind of chest first into the pole, the goalpost. So hope he's okay. That didn't look too comfortable. He bounced right up, I'm sure, but gosh, he ran right into that
MJ
thing.
Saldana tried to pick up that rolling football and just couldn't get a handle on it. It ended up just getting knocked out of the back of the end zone for the safety.
Smart play.
To make it, yep, definitely. I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but still a smart play.
Yeah, I think it looked like he saw Cameron coming full speed and just took his hand and said, I'm just going to bat this out here before I give up a touchdown.
So that makes it 37-7 now with 5:40 to go in the ball game, and the Coyotes will line it up for the free kick from their own 20-yard line.
And you wonder now, with next week looming as another playoff game, does Grapevine kind of slow things down a little bit more methodical, and take as much time off the clock as they can?
Number 19, Armando Saldana, MJ Saldana's twin brother, handles the kickoff duties. He lines us up from the 20, and he boots this one high and as deep as he can. Parker Polk ranging back, catches it at his own 20, and is going to return this up the middle to the 30, 35, 40, turns on the Jets to midfield. He makes a man miss at the 45, 40-yard line, getting pushed towards the sideline and finally out of bounds as Parker Polk made that exciting. A 50-yard return by Parker Polk as he was knocked out of bounds finally by number 7, Guy Izaguirre. But a great return, and Parker Polk almost took that one to the house.
Now, they haven't had an answer for Parker tonight. Every time he's touched the ball, he's made something happen. He hasn't gotten a lot of touches, but he's making the most out of every single touch.
So the Mustang offense will take over at the 30-yard line of Wichita Falls. Victor Delacruz in at tailback on this possession. Colt Mercer still in the game at quarterback. 5:33 to go. Snap back, handoff to Delacruz up the middle. Room to run inside the 25 and down near the 20. Going to mark him down a yard short of the first down at the 21-yard line. You know, it's interesting. Grapevine is up 37-7 with Colt Mercer having probably played his worst game of the season or having his worst outing as a quarterback tonight with those 3 interceptions.
Yeah, coming in with just the 1 interception all year, of course, again, wasn't the full-time passer, as we know, but, tonight with those 3 picks, he's going to watch film and he's going to see what he can do to improve on that going into next week, because you have to alleviate the turnovers in playoffs.
Absolutely. Under 5 minutes to go now, 2nd and a yard from the 21 of Wichita Falls. Grapevine letting the play clock run. Snap is back. Hand off to Delacruz. He's going to have the first down. Short gain down to the 19, so only a gain of 2, but that will move the chains. Let's check that. That was number 45 on the handoff. That was Connor Bell, the sophomore running back who just got brought up from JV this week. As there are a few players who have been brought up to the JV since their season is over. Connor Bell getting a 2-yard carry for a first down.
Now we have another change at running back, too. I'm having a hard time seeing the number.
That is number 24, Brody Day, who is checked in at tailback.
We saw him with some real nice carries a week ago.
Yep. Had some very nice runs against O.D. Wyatt last week. Shotgun snap back. It is a handoff today, and he gets hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Coming in that time to make the stop, coming around the left end of the defense, that was number 53 for Wichita Falls. Check that. Not 53, 52, I guess. These numbers are hard to see for this team of the Wichita Falls Coyotes. They kind of got skinny numbers there. We'll get that number for you here in just a second. The loss of 2 on the play. A little quick throw out to the near side. It's caught inside the 20, 15, makes a man miss inside the 10, 5, touchdown. On the catch that time, number 28, Rondell Carradine, a sophomore wide receiver who just got another one of those JV call-ups, makes the catch on the little bubble screen on the near side, makes a couple of men miss, and takes it into the end zone.
He just came into the game. Actually, he was running like he thought he was going to go to the running back spot. He then knows, he's told from the sideline, no, you're going to receiver, and then the ball comes to him for the touchdown. 1 play, 1 touchdown. Go sit down, your night's done.
Gotta love that for the sophomore. Just gets called up this week for the playoffs. Gets into the game, makes a catch, and takes it in from 21 yards out for the score. Extra snap is down in the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:35 to go in the ball game. And the Mustangs in full control on their way to a victory. They're up 44-7. This is Grapevine Mustang football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
The kickoff is a low line drive caught right around the ankles by number 20 for Wichita Falls, Ty Wright. He takes it up the middle, solid return out to the 29-yard line, return of about 19 yards, and that's where the Coyotes will take over.
We're told that Rondell Carradine is the fastest 10th grader that's at Grapevine, so not a huge surprise that he ran away from everybody, but what a bright future he's going to have with the Grapevine Mustangs.
You just like the moves as much as anything else, making 2 defenders miss on the play. 1st and 10 at the 29. Quarterback draw up the middle to the 30, 35, and then brought down to 36. As, again, in at quarterback is John Ledesma, number 15. Took a nice shot there as well as he got tackled, but it was a gain of 6 yards on first down. Ledesma looks like he's a pretty thick kid. He's only listed at 5'9", 185. But he's built pretty solidly. Shotgun snap back on 2nd and 4. The pass is caught and immediately dropped down. Savion Shockley all over the play, and it's going to be a loss of 2 for the catch, as on the grab that time was number 5, Ty Willie, as they tried a little bubble screen, and Savion Shockley was all over it for a loss of 2 to set up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Grapevine has pretty much emptied the bench defensively to bring in some of the other guys to get some playoff experience here in this game. Getting ready for next week. I mean, the biggest thing is to come out injury-free, so it makes sense at this point that you would get your number ones out of the game.
2.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Grapevine up 44-7. 3rd and 6 at the 34-yard line. Snap back to Ledesma. He rolls to his right, still looking downfield. He's trying to find somebody, and he's going to get brought down for the sack. Getting dropped back, I think that's Drew Nelson, number 27, who got in there first. He was accompanied, check that, that's number 37, not 27. That's Hudson Blake, one of the sophomore linebackers. He was accompanied on the play by Caleb Meyerhofer, number 15. So yet another JV call-up making a play and getting the sack of Saldana back at the 31. See where they marked it. They're going to mark it just past behind the line of scrimmage, so I guess officially it's no gain.
Yeah, and to add insult to injury, they had a false start there, so they declined the penalty to keep them at 4th down.
Is it a legal formation or false start?
They call false start.
You can't decline a false start. That's a free snap penalty, is it not? So it would have had to have been a legal formation.
They let him decline it. I mean, he did the false start motion.
That might have been illegal. Might have been illegal formation then. Yeah. So 4th down, Ledesma takes the snap and he gets dropped again as we debate the merits of a penalty. Garrett Gardner gets into the backfield and makes the sack on 4th down, and that ends the possession. Number 42, Garrett Gardner, the senior, getting a sack back at the 28-yard line. And Grapevine, actually, they're going to mark him at the 30, so it's a loss of 4. And Grapevine will take over on downs, just needing to snap it a couple of times to seal up this playoff victory.
Yeah, you can see the Grapevine players on the sideline now starting to get a little excited, starting to celebrate just a little bit. The first time that we've seen them really start to get happy out there. They've been all about their business for 4 quarters, and it was a little tough at times, but now they can celebrate because they know they're moving on to next week.
And Evan Baum checks in at quarterback number 9 as he will take these last couple of snaps for Grapevine to seal this victory as they will advance to the second round of the playoffs. Snap back, it's going to be a handoff going over the right side, inside the 30, down to about the 26 for a gain of 4. As again, it was the sophomore, number 45, Connor Bell, getting the handoff.
And now we have another quarterback change. Excuse me, Jacob.
And now checking in is number 14, Harrison Hackbarth, the sophomore quarterback. One of the another JV call up, getting to come in and take a snap in a playoff game. And now a timeout's going to be called as they didn't have the play call really set. And Coach Alexander didn't want to take a chance on getting a delay of game, so he goes ahead and takes the timeout so they can reset things. It's 1:05 to go in the ball game. The Mustangs up 44-7. They're on their way to advancing to the second round of the playoffs here in Class 5A Division II. As I go to check out what we're looking at next week. Here's what we know about next week right now. It's a 90+% chance that the Mustangs are going to play on Friday night. They are going to be playing in the Midland-Odessa area. It's just a question of exactly what stadium they're going to be playing at. Again, the high likelihood is that they're going to be playing at Grande Communications Stadium in Midland, where Midland Lee plays, but that is not 100% sure yet. They're going to be playing the winner, the Mustangs will, of the Horizon-Burgess matchup. That is Horizon High School out of Clint, which is just outside of El Paso, and El Paso Burgess, who play tomorrow night at El Paso's Mustang Stadium. So after the timeout, they come out in victory formation. The snap is taken by Harrison Hackbarth. He takes the knee, and the clock runs. They'll have to snap it one more time to salt this game away. Horizon High School out of Clint and El Paso Burgess. Horizon is 5-5. Burgess is 7-3. Those two teams play tomorrow night again at El Paso's Mustang Stadium. And the winner of that game will face the Grapevine Mustangs next week in the Midland-Odessa area. Snap is back to Hackbarth. He takes one more knee. And that is going to do it as the teams will be able to line up and shake hands at midfield. Again, our thoughts right now are also with the starting quarterback for Wichita Falls, number 4, Bryson Villalpando. He was taken to the hospital after he was injured on a play. So that mutes this celebration tonight a little bit, but the Mustangs have advanced as they are going to take the victory in this bi-district matchup as they will defeat the Wichita Falls Coyotes by a final score of 44-7. Coming up, we will have the Energy Attic post-game show for you. We'll go over the final numbers from this game tonight. We'll kind of set up the possible matchups next week, and tell you what we know about where things are going to take place. You are listening. The Mustangs win tonight, 44-7. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit EnergyAttic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAttic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month